What's up, Xenos? Hey, Google. Play Harris Heller. What's up, UC Nosy? AMD watch party. Oh my gosh. UT Nosy YouTube edition. Hello. Yeah, I wonder how many people will be here this morning, because this is we're an hour earlier than normal. Maybe no one will watch.
All right, Twitch chat, hello.
What's up, Marty, Drama, Kermit, early AF?
Early AF, yeah.
Definitely is the earliest we've done a weekday stream in a while.
It is. It's been a long time, but it's for good reason. I don't know why AMD decided 8 a.m. was the time to do this, but it at least makes it more reasonable, because normally these things happen in the middle of the day and we don't do a live stream. So we know what? We're going to stream early because we're going to live react and talk about the AMD event getting ready to go on here. We're going to see if AMD can deliver some good value in this market, right, guys? I want to know your all's bets on pricing for these GPUs, by the way.
That is what I'm most excited to see today.
Chaotic said WTF. So if you guys were in the Discord last night, this is the #1 reason why you should be in the Discord. I told you all last night in the Discord we were going to do this. So if you guys aren't part of the Discord, discord.gg/pcbros to stay up to date on anything that happens last minute here. But basically what we're doing right now, and what we're going to be doing is watching the AMD event where they're going to talk about the new 9000 series GPUs, and we're going to build a PC while we're here. You know, it's going to be fun.
Double whammy.
A double whammy. It's a double whammy, baby.
649 and 699? That could be a good guess.
That could be good. You're just saying random numbers. I respect
I don't know if I like those numbers, but it's a good guess.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. I just hope they don't get scalped, but we'll see. And also, by the way, this is our first time doing this on this setup before. I think everything's going to work audio-wise, so don't freak out if this starts here in a minute and you don't hear anything. We'll fix it. We'll figure it out. Our stream for 2 hours. I would imagine we're just going to stream for an hour. It might just be an early stream, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe we'll just keep going.
Maybe this PC takes forever. I doubt it.
I sure hope not.
By
the way, if you guys are curious, this PC, it's an interesting one. This is for a guy we know who has a very specific use case for a very high core count CPU, a lot of drives, and really needs no GPU horsepower. So this is a 9950X PC with a 3056 gig, 4 terabyte Gen 4 NVMe SSDs, and a 128 gigs of DDR5 memory. So this is a build.
We got a ProArt creator board. I'm just saying, guys, what can't you pair a 3056 gig with? Yeah,
so we'll be slowly building this in the background while this is going, but I just want to ensure everything is working here. What the F is happening in the AMD stream chat? It's probably people being really stupid, if I had to guess.
40,000 people watching the AMD YouTube one. That's crazy.
Where are the comments? Actually, I can't even see the stream chat. It's probably for good reason. All right.
Is there live leaks happening in the chat?
Matt is a Workstation. Did I say Workstation on the title? That's crazy.
Workstation.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Wait, did I say it in the title? Where did
He said 3056. Yeah, I need to know who the buyer is so I can talk some sense into him.
Well, they don't need a GPU. Listen.
Yeah,
listen.
they don't need a GPU.
They literally do not need one. It's a video out. That's all it's for.
So I just felt bad. Like, I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me what other GPU that you think like has, you know, fairly good encoding and stuff like that without getting like a 6500 XT or, God, I mean, like, what other GPUs are there that are like worth the money? Not really any, you know. I also want to go all new for him too. So before you guys are like, oh, we could have gotten like a used Quadro or I don't know, whatever you guys would say.
Workstation. Good job, Matt.
Workstation.
Workstation. There you go. All right, guys, let's see if this just works.
For 25 years, AMD has powered your best gaming moments, driving the industry forward.
All right, can you all hear that all right, Chaz? Is the audio okay?
Unrelenting performance. From the early days of first-person shooters to the heart.
Yeah, no Xenos. It's fine. I'll deal with it later.
TT710. I couldn't do that.
PlayStation and
no blasted. Yes. Little loud.
Was there,
it does look like it's almost as loud as us.
Our commitment to the gaming
hello.
has always
feels like it could be good.
Strong.
Let's do this.
We advance adrenaline-fueled visual fidelity and
Whoa.
push the limits with every generation.
Oh my God, is that Winter Soldier?
Winter Soldier, is that you?
Breakthroughs to the most recent FSR launch. We've never stopped innovating.
This is so epic.
I feel like I'm in like a movie right now.
Damn, are we watching a movie, guys? Is this? I want to watch
Oh my
movies
gosh,
with you
like
all.
they had like the big like the
AMD. Bwah.
You guys want to hear them, but we're gonna keep talking over.
At
so you
AMD,
can't.
gaming is at the core of our DNA, and the passion of the community is the fuel of our inspiration. PC
Hey, his
gaming
last name's
captivates
McAfee?
millions
McAfee?
of
Wait a
players
minute.
worldwide
Conspiracy?
and has become
Antivirus?
a dominant force in the entertainment industry. It's about community, creativity,
Just
and
don't
the
say
ever-expanding
AI, okay?
possibilities
You'll
that
be
gaming technology brings
golden.
to the table.
Guys, let's do an
Whether
AI
you're
drinking
gaming
game. Let
on
me grab the Malort
desktop,
real quick.
Laptop, handheld, or console, AMD has been at the center of some of the most iconic.
By the way, we're going to
gaming
yap over
devices.
this the entire time, so if
From
you just
the
want to
early
listen to the press
Microsoft
conference,
Xbox
go watch it on
360
another tab.
Up
Just
to the
saying.
latest Xbox Series X, the PlayStation 4 to the new PlayStation 5 Pro, or handheld gaming platforms like the Valve Steam Deck
AMD's
OLED,
and everything.
Asus ROG Ally, or Lenovo Legion Go, even to the latest gaming PCs and laptops. AMD processors and graphics drive the heart of gaming. This year marks the 25th anniversary of Radeon Graphics, which
Wow.
began with the R100 architecture offering hardware transform and lighting capabilities in an industry-leading 30 million transistor design. Over the years, we poured our hearts and passion into shaping PC gaming. And
Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of an
advancing
echo,
the
guys. I'm sorry, because we're
immersion,
hearing
and
this and you all hearing
performance
this.
of
Hopefully the
Radeon
echo is
graphics
bearable.
We've transformed the render pipeline from separate pixel and vertex shaders to unified programmable shader units, with many groundbreaking products along the journey, like the much-loved Radeon 9700 Pro,
Show the
to the
7770.
first teraflop GPU
Legendary.
with the HD 4800 series, to the Radeon R9 Fury X, which was the first consumer graphics card with high bandwidth memory technology. In
miss
2019, we introduced the advanced RDNA architecture with the RX 5700 XT, which has evolved to today's RDNA 3 RX 7000 designs, featuring
accelerated
hardware
AI,
ray tracing and
okay.
AI accelerators.
AI, that's a
Ooh,
drink.
you said it.
That's a
2,000
shot.
times more complex than our first Radeon GPU 25 years ago. Now, we're incredibly excited to share with you the next chapter in our Radeon journey. We began with some ambitious goals with RDNA 4, starting with an architecture that enables more players to access enthusiast-level gaming experiences. We focused on where gaming is going and built
gotta say,
a
they're doing good so far,
significantly
really
improved engine
hammering
for
gaming.
ray tracing and machine
And nothing
learning
else.
technology to meet the needs of games over the next several years. And finally, we were laser focused in every product decision to ensure that we deliver the best performance and capabilities that gamers want, while ensuring that we're accelerating our performance per dollar leadership.
Performance per dollar.
Today, we're going to take you through all the details of our next generation graphics products, starting with the RDNA 4 architecture, with innovations to deliver enthusiast gaming experiences. We'll also share the software innovations built for our RDNA 4 products to enhance your gaming experience. And of course, we will dive deep into the Radeon RX 9000 series performance.
They're saving it for last, guys.
We know
Get comfortable.
you're excited to learn more about. First, let's hear from Andy, our lead for advanced graphics architecture, to tell us more about the heart of this new RDNA 4 graphics family.
Thank you, Dave. It's great to be here today to talk
Andy.
to you all about RDNA 4. There's a lot of exciting details to get through, so let's get straight into it. At its core, the vision for RDNA has remained constant since we started in 2019. We always target the best possible performance that we can engineer for the workloads that will be important to gamers in the life of the architecture. But behind that simple
Yeah, you're supposed to take a drink every time they
much
say AI, right?
and as our
That's the
architects
game.
sit down at the start of every new project, we have to navigate through all that we've learned and all that we see coming years into the future to drive our
Their best
innovation
GPU beats the
and
5090
areas
raw
of the
performance only costs
architecture we
$1
will focus
exactly.
on.
That's what we're
From the
waiting for.
Infinity Cache,
For you,
high
Lasky,
frequency
free.
ray tracing that
Yeah,
we
because you're
drove
gonna
in
rob
RDNA
somebody
2,
blind.
to the advanced chiplet construction, matrix acceleration, and physical design of RDNA 3. We aim to bring the very best of AMD's experience in computation, graphics, and advanced construction techniques to bear on the problem of engineering the best products for our gaming customers. Now, with RDNA 4, we are bringing the results
There's
of
a little bit
years
of
of
a gap
research
there.
and development to fruition, with the most
Has
powerful
been a
architecture
bit.
we've ever designed for gaming graphics. We've targeted every step in the flow of rendering, from the front end, with an enhanced command processor to more quickly handle the commands from the application, through the core, where our updated compute units increase the efficiency of shading and double the performance of ray tracing and deliver even larger improvements in ML, to the memory interface, where we improved our efficiency and compression. Our aim was to make your games run faster and smoother than ever before. Going beyond this, we made sure to also elevate other aspects of the visual experience for our users, with updates to our AMD Radiance display and media engine.
SATA for
The streaming community has asked us for encoding quality improvements for popular services like Twitch, YouTube, and Discord. RDNA 4 delivers major improvements across H.264, H.265, and AV1. When using our H.264 encoder at 6,000 kilobits per second, we are seeing up to 20% higher VMAP quality scores versus our previous generation. I'm incredibly proud of what the
That
team
goes to make it sound, understand what to make it sound like listening to propaganda. Yeah, that's what you're listening to.
You as a gamer can expect from RDNA 4. Modern game rendering combines an ever-expanding set of tools to deliver worlds of incredible detail and realism.
Like
Rasterization has advanced to the point where we can explore incredibly rich worlds.
Explore vast worlds.
Vast worlds.
And modern techniques allow fully real-time lighting, removing constraints in how dynamic or complex those worlds can be. AMD's philosophy is to embrace all of the techniques that graphics developers may use and build the best possible platform for them to deliver their vision to gamers. This can be seen in both our advanced RDNA 4 architecture and also our regular updates to our GPU Open website, where we post our latest research and development for everyone to use. Whether a game is using fast approximations to global illumination, using compute shaders, or chooses to make use of our advanced ray tracing capabilities to go even further in quality. We have built
Yeah, we're looking at how to build a PC.
Watch a tutorial, buddy.
the new compute unit.
It's the AMD 9000 series GPU launch thing.
For shading
Yep,
compared to
we're getting the live reaction.
Perhaps the largest improvement lies in the new architecture for handling memory requests, allowing work to flow more efficiently through the machine for the complex shading in modern games. We've enhanced the register storage in the core with new dynamic register allocation techniques, increasing efficiency. And we've added dedicated engines to accelerate register block moves to make function calls faster for modern shading languages. We have also extended the instruction
You wearing a
set
black
of our
turtleneck
scaling
giving a TED talk like this?
allowing
Well,
our
guys, if you've never
compilers
seen
to
these
do
events
more
before,
work
this
on
is
these
what
units
it's normally
for
like.
better performance.
It's a lot of like, wah, wah,
Taken
wah,
together,
wah, wah.
These changes
Give me
make the
price.
compute units by far the most capable we've ever shipped in our consumer hardware. And the performance results that you will see with RDNA 4 hardware reflect that. Beyond these broad performance improvements, we also focused heavily on enhancing our ray tracing architecture. We attacked this problem at all levels, not only making RDNA 4 able to trace more
Should have
rays
Linus Tech Tips
more
doing
quickly,
this.
but also
Imagine Linus's
creating
voice.
hardware that operates
You
more
could follow along
intelligently
pretty easily.
to reduce the overall work. Of the many advanced RT features introduced in RDNA 4, I will call out
It's
one
like your
key
version
area,
of me putting in a bunch of
drives the
fans. You're putting in a bunch of
efficiency
India Mees in.
which is the
like it's
representation
some more
of world
fun.
geometry.
Yeah, India Mees
The
are kind of
data
cool. You
structure
don't
that
normally do
contains
that.
this geometry is called the bounding
Where
volume
are all
hierarchy,
of them? So there's
or
one.
BVH.
Is there
In
two
RDNA
here, or is
4,
there just one?
we've
There's
taken an
like
innovative approach to this, with a new
one,
method for organizing that data that we
two,
call
three,
oriented
four.
bounding boxes.
That makes sense.
And we also developed better compression for the data itself. And these changes deliver much more efficient ray
What's up,
traversal
Dolly
through the geometry, and with a lower memory cost, making better use of capacity and bandwidth. Within the Ray Accelerator, we've added a second intersection engine, which doubles the performance for both ray box and ray triangle testing.
How was you into watching?
And based on our analysis of ray tracing workloads, we also created
kind of
a
weird stream for him to
dedicated
watch
ray
yours.
transform block, which increases the performance of the hardware as rays are traversed into the lower levels of the BVH. With our updated ray accelerators, you will see a transformational change in the efficiency of ray tracing, making great performance available to more gamers at compelling price points and delivering
This is why
twice the
McAllister's
ray
not here
tracing
today.
performance
Monster
of RDNA
Hunter.
3 per compute unit, enabling smooth
Did you enjoy
gaming
that thing he sent in
experiences
Slack?
even with complex
Yeah,
ray tracing.
that's really funny.
Now, let's take a look at our architectural advances for ML, as the impact of these technologies are being felt everywhere, with exciting announcements and new advances turning up on an almost daily basis. Just recently, we revealed a partnership with Sony Interactive Entertainment called Project Amethyst, where we've been collaborating for over a year now on research into ML model architectures for graphics enhancements. And I'm happy to say we're already seeing results. Using RDNA 4's second generation of advanced AI accelerators, our users will be able to exploit all of the benefits of these new technologies for gaming, content creation, or any of the other emerging areas that are appearing. RDNA 4 is able to efficiently process new advanced
Did he not say
AI
Project
models
Hammerfist?
much faster than was possible with previous generations of hardware. Whether an AI model requires high precision with 16-bit floating point, or ultra-high performance with lower precision, such as 8-bit or even 4-bit, by adding more dedicated math pipelines and support for techniques such as structured sparsity. We have increased the peak performance per compute unit by as much as 8x compared to RDNA 3.
8x.
These improvements open a world of new possibilities for users of RDNA 4. And we're working now to bring technologies into games and other applications using these capabilities. So, the performance is great, but what can RDNA 4 really do? 20 years ago, we released a demonstration that showed the capabilities of
How many
our
GPUs at launch?
when using Microsoft's DirectX 9 graphics.
I need you to say a
This
number.
demo was called the Toy Shop, and I hope that back then it helped to open people's eyes to the kind of graphics that were now possible with advanced programmable shading. Now, as we enter a new era of path-traced visuals combined with ML, we wanted to call back to this a little bit. So I would like to present the latest work of our graphics research teams, being shown here for the first time in a new demonstration for RDNA 4, built with Unreal Engine 5 and enhanced with our latest techniques for neural radiance caching, supersampling, and denoising. And so, I give you our new toy shop.
The new toy shop visual. How to download those benchmark guys?
Yeah. It's pretty good. This is an interesting one because you gotta wonder, like, there's no numbers, no nothing. It's kind of just like, I guess, I feel like for enthusiasts or maybe game developers that see this.
How does it look? Will it run Indiana Jones? Probably not.
Will it run the Great Circle?
Can it get through the Great Circle?
I hope that you enjoyed that demonstration. I am amazed at what the team has developed. And this is just a
No,
hint
you're
of
not.
what is to come in the future.
That's a
AMD
lot of
is also
technical
working
jargon.
together with Microsoft to seamlessly integrate neural graphics techniques.
Don't you know our
into
Twitch
future
chat
releases
can't
of
understand
DirectX
anything?
that will light up the
We just talked
high-performance
about
ML
Royal
graphics.
Honey Malort.
As I wrap up,
How will
I
the new
wanted to
9000
end
series
on one
GPUs
chart
affect the Royal
to
Honey
give you a
market?
feel
Go.
for the new levels of capability that RDNA 4 brings and the path of improvement that we've been on with RDNA as a whole. The journey of real-time graphics is just as exciting as ever, and we are not slowing down. But of course, great hardware needs great software. And so to talk more about that, allow me to introduce Andre, our Senior Vice President of GPU Technologies.
We're gonna go
and
through
Chief
10
Software
people
Officer.
before we hear
I
prices.
know, we're not gonna hear it till the very end, guys.
Thanks, Andy.
Chaz, is already pause it and be like, all right, wait till
Has been accompanied by radio software
8:58, and then
innovations,
unpause.
unlocking the full potential of every AMD graphics card. We deliver complete and optimized experience, new features, more performance, and robust.
Dude, your shirt's really wrinkly.
With
You
the
should call him
RDNA
out for it in the
4 family,
chat.
We are leveraging AI everywhere, from hardware design to software feature development to enhancing our QA. With this vision in mind, our upcoming RDNA 4 Adrenaline driver will set the new standard as the
Thank you
best
for all the
launch
resubs, by the way,
driver in
guys.
AMD history. Over past few years,
Zamir, is the
one of
stream
our top
lagging? I don't think it's
priorities has been
lagging.
software quality.
Probably
sure hope
is.
has
not.
made significant progress in improving game compatibility, visual fidelity, and driver
Keep those old
availability.
dudes off screen.
To further enhance
Say that loud,
reliability,
Ski, like our
we
Twitch
have
chat's not a senior
implemented
citizen community.
AI-driven testing tools that identify
watched them.
issues early in the development. Our testing now covers a broader range of products and configurations, ensuring
I will say
greater
AMD
stability
software,
across the different
with the
settings.
NVIDIA app, it's gotten a lot
However,
better, but
we
AMD
recognize
software
that
has
no
always been
testing
pretty
environment
easy to
can account
use
for
with
every unique
updating
user
stuff and
configuration.
everything. So.
Oh yeah.
This is why we introduced AMD Bug Report tool, enabling users to submit issues directly
Ah,
to
send
us
bug
and
reports. You
help
guys are
us
gonna need that
refine
one.
our products.
Yeah.
Additionally, we launched a new beta tester program.
Instead of
inviting
adding the
gamers
Toasty
and
Bros, send your
enthusiasts
bug
to
reports
try
to AMD
pre-release
directly.
software and provide feedback. By working together with
We're
our
old,
community,
exactly, Dark
we
Vader,
continue
exactly.
to push the boundaries of software quality and stability. Now, it's time to turn our attention to gaming performance.
I was gonna say
To
now it's time
seamlessly
for this
bring
person.
great performance to more games, we have a number of technologies
Let's turn
that
our
enable gamers
attention
get
to
higher
AI
frame rates,
upscaling.
smoother gameplay, and a richer experience at any resolution. While FSR is an incredible in-game solution that delivers the best experience.
Chat, I'm waiting for the
we
pricing
know that there are
availability will be
thousands of
this,
other
but guess
games
what?
out
We
there
sold them
where
already to
gamers
AI
want
farms.
more
Thank you for
performance.
watching. Goodbye.
This is where HyperRx comes. HyperRx automatically enables a suite of performance boosting and latency reducing technologies. It works through the adrenaline driver and does not require deep integration into the game engine. Therefore, it is
Sorry,
our
Matt, I
most
didn't hear you.
widely
Let me get
used
my
AMD
ear
software
trumpet. Exactly,
feature,
you boomers.
Available for more than 1,000 games. This year, we are adding new features for more performance and to improve image quality, with reduced ghosting and improved fine feature handling to make HyperRX even better. In some of the most demanding games in 4K, AMD HyperRX can deliver over 100 frames per second at 4K max settings. In Star Citizens, gamers can experience up to 2.9 times better frame rates.
The game's been in development for 15
Similarly,
years.
in Kingdom Come
Star
Deliverance
Citizen.
2, users can enjoy silky smooth game experiences
Kingdom
at 4K
Come.
resolutions with all settings turned on. It can also automatically enable
I swear they look like 20
latency-reducing
frames per
technologies
second.
like Radeon Anti-Lag to reduce latency latency in games like Apex Legends
Oh.
by up to 42%. One of the fastest growing software technologies is super resolution, or frame
Is that a
upscaling.
relevant game?
In 2021, AMD released Fidelity FX Super Resolution, or FSR.
FSR.
This is a cutting-edge upscaling technology to improve game performance. FSR has quickly become widely adopted across many games and platforms. Today, FSR is available in over 400 games, and our latest iteration, FSR 3.1, is already featured in over 70 games. The list continues to grow at an impressive rate, enabling all gamers to enjoy frame generation and upscaling. FSR has come a long way since introduction in 2021 as a spatial upscaler. In 2022, AMD launched FSR 2, which incorporated temporal upscaling and motion vector data. This innovation dramatically improved image quality in motion-heavy scenes. Building
these
on this
features, and
momentum,
if I buy one,
we
Matt, well, I'm
introduced
still stuck at
FSR 3
gaming,
in
yes.
2023, adding
Still
frame
bad at games.
generation to interpolate frames and further boost frame rates.
AMD, we
Our
need a
latest
times
version,
10 frame gen.
FSR 3.1 had many quality improvements.
You need to partner with
reduce
lossless
bitrate
scaling.
and shift. But more important, FSR 3.1 introduced for the first time an upgradable FSR API. This was the basis to seamlessly unlock new capabilities in future versions of FSR. Which brings us to today. AMD RDNA 4 owners will get access to a new version, FSR 4. Featuring
on Call of
AMD
Duty. Who
machine
plays that
learning
game?
powered upscaling specifically
How will this
developed
affect
for
LeBron's
RDNA 4
legacy?
architecture. We are delivering near-native image quality at 4 times lower resolutions. We have improved ghosting, anti-aliasing, particles, fabrics, transparency effects.
Can I use
Fake frames.
Can I use
The result
FSR
is
my job
much
to
improved
upscale my salary?
near-native
Yes.
image stability
Fake
with greater
frames.
performance.
Chat, can we get a fake frames in chat,
In
please?
addition to these improvements, FSR 4 works seamlessly with our frame generation and latency
Oh.
reduction anti-lag technology. Everything
It's a
we
naughty
discussed
word.
is designed with gamers.
What did he say?
Frame
At the same
generation, you
time,
can't be
we
saying
work very
that.
closely with game
Twitch chat's
developers.
going crazy.
Now we are taking it to the next level with an upgradable and flexible API that empowers developers to seamlessly integrate and deploy future FSR technologies. FSR 4 can be enabled on all participating FSR 3.1 titles. This allows us to deliver FSR 4 on
You mean
more titles
Crossfire, Jason?
soon. This means FSR 4 is ready for the future.
What do you call it?
neural
He said it'd be
rendering
great
with
if
the
they
same
introduced
upgradable
AMD's
API.
version of SLI.
FSR 4 upscaling is end-to-end AI solution developed on AMD.
I saw some
consumer
person
platforms
commenting that on
with
the Twitter
Ryzen
post, like, you
processors
should
and
really
NVIDIA
focus on
graphics.
bringing back Crossfire.
We trained
Wow.
our model
And I was like,
using
really?
the latest AMD EPYC and Instinct
For what?
accelerators and optimize it for the new FP8 ML acceleration in RDNA 4. Our new technology leverages a proprietary hybrid model resulting from extensive research across different types and combinations of neural networks and unique training techniques.
Why the early start time?
FSR 4 uses
This is
the
what we're
new
watching.
FP8 data type in the RDNA 4 architecture to balance
The AMD
quality
event started at
and
8 o'clock, so we're live stream
the
watching it
result
while we
is
build a
flexible
PC.
solution that works with the existing FSR 3.1 framework.
This gave me a
Solution
tingle in
that
my
enables
PP?
a new
Okay.
ML option for upscaling alongside with frame generation and anti-lag technologies for a highly performant end-to-end solution. Here we are showing a close-up shot of Space Marine 2 running native 4K versus our previous generations of FSR 3.
I gotta
In
get
the
up
native
close on the
mode, you
monitor
can
here.
see
We gotta
that
look at the
series
pixels.
retain a lot of detail. FSR 3 does a good job of retaining most of the detail,
Beautiful.
but in a performance mode, it does produce a softer image.
That's
By
the game I should
leveraging
buy.
AI,
Someone to buy me Space
FSR
Marine
4
2.
is not only able to retain the details, but even corrects the loss of details over the native TAA mode. With that in mind, let's turn our attention to performance. In this video example, we have Call of Duty Black Ops 6 running at max settings at 4K with variable ray shading turned off. The minute FSR 4 and frame generation is
Oh,
enabled,
×3 frame
rate
gen.
increases 3 times. In the third-person shooter Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, FSR 4 delivers an incredible 3.7 times frame rate uplift with sharper visuals. And in Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2, you see faster frame rate by enabling FSR 4. As you can see, the resulting output is nearly indistinguishable from the native resolution. I'm happy to say that a lot of our partners and friends are excited about FSR 4. Gamers can enjoy the latest ML upscaling technology in over 30 titles at launch, with over 75 titles planned by 2025.
Just tell me if it'll work in my
Similar to the rest of
P520.
our
That's what I want to
Fidelity
know.
FX technologies, AMD will make FSR 4 for
Will it
RDNA
fit in my
4
butt?
available to all developers in the second half of this year, broadening the
I'm
reach
gonna type
as
that the
much as
Toasty Wrist chat.
No, use the
I'm sure
Toasters
that you are
account
all
on the
excited
AMD
to
stream.
hear
Will it
more
fit in my
about
butt?
Radeon RX 9000 series products. Let me turn things back to
Let's
Dave.
get all our viewers in there. Like, the Toast Bros really want to know, will it fit
Thanks,
in my
Andre.
butt?
As we built the Radeon RX 9000 series family, we focused on a number of imperatives. 85% of gamers purchase graphics cards below $700, and we wanted to deliver
Yes.
a family of products to level up the experience.
$699.
for more gamers. We wanted
Here
to
we
build products
go.
designed for today's most popular games.
Oh, here we
and the
go.
most anticipated games launching in
Chat,
the
final
upcoming year.
guesses.
That means building for higher display resolutions, as more gamers are playing at 4K and 1440p than ever before. But it's not just resolutions that are getting more demanding. New game engines and new technologies are pushing the settings used in the latest
$499 would be
Ray tracing has
wild.
become
I don't
far
believe
more
that.
prevalent.
I would love
in
to
the
see
latest
$499 at
titles.
least for like the
And
9070.
gamers want to enjoy
9070,
great frame
$499.
rates with all of the new
$599. I'm gonna say
in-game
$599.
technologies in it.
9070 XT, $499,
Last but
9070.
not least, we wanted to deliver a product family which makes the whole upgrade process as simple and seamless as possible.
8-pin power
With reasonable
connectors.
power envelopes featuring standard 8-pin power connectors on many of our card designs, and the ability to just plug and play into as many systems as possible. Today, I'm so excited to introduce the Radeon RX
No, you're not.
9000
Oh, oh.
series graphics card.
Chat, get your cameras out.
Combining our next generation architecture along with the latest gaming technologies. With a significant performance increase over our prior generation, the Radeon
You see the bottom
RX
text says
9000
reference
series
models are for
was built to
presentation
deliver
only.
Everything you need
It's like
for
art-
4K gaming
art
at
render.
a 1440p price point. I'm thrilled to announce the Radeon RX 9070, the world's
starting
best
baby first.
$549 graphics card.
$549?
The 9070 is
Okay.
a great option. for
$50
getting
more than I
immersed
was
in
hoping
Okay,
latest titles.
$549.
With 56 RDNA 4 compute units,
That's not
16
horrible.
gigabytes of memory, 2.5 gigahertz boost clock, and over 1,100 AI tops, all in an incredibly
God, I could use that much top.
220
I need
watt
that.
power envelope.
549 is a.
$549.
It's not bad.
Generationally, at 4K resolutions, the 9070 is able to deliver, on average, 21% faster performance in over 30 of the most popular games, including both raster and ray trace
Compared to
titles.
what?
Games like Cyberpunk.
Compared to
and
what?
Dragon
Oh,
Age
700
Origins
GRE.
are great
Okay. I
examples
mean,
where the
would I even pick a
9070 is
GRE
able
for
to
4K
outperform
anyways?
the
No.
7900 GRE by 25%.
Like, Chad, who's
or
buying a
more.
GRE for
In
4K?
ray
Let's be real
tracing,
here.
those differences can be even
really need-
greater,
they really need to be
well
targeting
over
1440.
30%
They really
in many
do.
cases. If you have a 1440p display,
Ah,
the
there you
uplift
go.
is similar at 20%.
There you
All
go.
of this
Shout
is
out.
with no special software enabled, just pure 1440p performance. For those gamers playing popular competitive esports titles at 1440p, the RX 9070 delivers
reminds me of an
great
OSHA meeting.
ultra-high
Okay.
frame rates, meeting the capabilities
Were you in a lot of those?
today's latest high-refresh gaming displays. In games like Counter-Strike 2,
Look at that
Dota,
Valorant
we
FPS.
see
Let's
frame rates
go.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
FPS. But if you want to
PUBG's
take
on
your
the
performance
list.
to the next level, then RX 9070 XT delivers even more, making it the world's best graphics card under $600. It delivers all you need for an
Wait.
ultra-immersive gaming experience.
Under 600, so it's gonna be 599 and
1440p
550?
4K.
Oh yeah, I guess
With
so.
64 compute units, clock speeds boosted
Really?
to nearly 3 gigahertz.
Which, you know,
over
$50
$1,500
difference.
AI tops,
I
all
agree
at
with it.
total board
Yeah.
power of 304 watts.
Wow.
And best
So it's
of
really
all,
just gonna be like a
starting
which
price
one
point
can you
of
get kind of deal.
$599.
$599.
Looking at the same
$599 and
suite of games against
$550.
the 7900
Okay.
GRE, the
Okay.
9070 XT
Have they announced when they're
delivers
actually
an
gonna start
awesome
selling them?
42%
that might be
gaming
in this.
advantage at native 4K Ultra. Again, this is pure gaming performance uplift with no additional software enabled. But with the power of FSR4,
I like 600 for the
9000 series
9070
graphics
XT.
cards
I like
have
that.
the ability to
I'm honestly okay with the
deliver very high
549
frame rates,
too.
Yeah.
well above 100 FPS, while maintaining near native
It would not be
image quality.
729 with
Compared to
text.
native
Dude, that's
4K
how that works.
performance on the 7900
With
GRE,
that is
9070
MSRP, by the way.
with
So board
FSR4
partners already
can
consider at
deliver
least an extra
3 to
$50 on
4x
top of
higher
that,
frame
maybe
rates.
Extra
100,
500.
maybe an extra
Quality
500 when the
responses.
scalpers take it.
At 1440p, the performance of the 9070 XT is equally
Okay, so far
strong,
AMD hasn't
averaging
completely fumbled the bag.
38% faster gaming against
So
the
far.
7900 GRE. But gaming isn't the only place where the
No, don't.
9070 XT shines.
Please.
For creators, you'll see a nice step up in AI creator and
Ah,
generative
shot!
AI work. With the
Shot!
9070 XT outperforming the 7900 GRE by 40% and higher in generative AI and creator
I'm really,
workflows.
based on hearing that, Dark
This is a
Vader, I have a
massive
feeling
leap
those
forward
Micro Center
in
numbers were
performance,
not correct.
advancing
There's
both
no
your
way they have one that's
productivity and
$1,100.
creativity.
If they do, that
Now,
is
let's look at the
disgusting.
competitive performance of the Radeon RX 9070 XT at $599
Now, do I expect them to be
versus the
$599 regularly?
57
No.
Ti at $749. The 9070 XT, powered by RDNA4,
think you meant to say $1,000.
is able to deliver
Yeah, you're not getting it for that
fantastic
price.
performance for $150 less. Across some of the most popular titles, the 9070 XT is the best choice for your next
So
gaming
it's 2%
PC
slower,
when looking
but
at raw
$150
gaming
cheaper,
performance.
theoretically.
But when you factor in the difference in price point, the 9070 XT
We're talking
delivers
AMD
an
here, though.
impressive
who
gaming
knows? We'll
performance
see.
per dollar advantage.
I
over
really
the
hope they pump
competition's
these
latest
cards
I
out.
hope there's a
4K
lot. If there's not, then yeah, you're probably
And if you're
right.
looking
Because
for the
this
absolute
could fix
best
the market.
performance,
Yeah,
our
it could.
partners will feature a higher power 340
Someone clip this for the
model
moment
with
when it
even
goes
more
live, and we're just like,
performance.
oh god.
The moment that they say, hey,
This
Micro
makes the
Center's like, we only got 10 of
9070
each.
XT the most compelling upgrade for your system by far. The Radeon RX
We'll be at Micro Center. We'll talk to the guys.
9000
Like, to be
series
honest,
is
how many ever
designed
you
to
get?
deliver
Can you tell
excellent
me?
gameplay At
hope
all of the
this
key
fits.
resolutions, especially 4K and 1440p, with next generation RDNA 4 compute units. Both cards feature 16 gigabytes of video memory, giving you more flexibility to increase in-game settings and play at higher resolutions. Pair that with the latest DisplayPort 2.1a and HDMI 2.1b technologies, and you're ready
2.1b.
to drive the latest ultra-high refresh monitors.
You're ready
With
to
standard
fuck.
8-pin power connectors across most designs, the RX 9070 series is an effortless drop-in upgrade
I
for
forgot
your
about
system. And with PCIe
Dude, I was
5
like, man, only
capabilities,
an
they're a
ARGB
perfect match
header?
with the latest
Forgot
Ryzen
about that.
9000
Yeah.
series processors and the
ARGB is
AMD
powering pumps
AM5
now.
platform. The combination of Ryzen and Radeon, along with the advanced suite of AMD gaming
The 4070
technologies,
Super is not going to have any
ensures that
stock.
you're
It's
ready
done.
to
Like,
dive into
unless
your
you're going to buy
favorite
used, you
titles,
can't get one.
both today
Like, that's not
and
changing.
tomorrow.
Yeah, good
Now,
luck,
looking at one of
bozos.
those future
Any
titles,
40
our
series card,
friends at
like
Pearl
if
Abyss
they're
are
gone on
hard at
new,
work
your only option
on their
is
new game,
used, and
Crimson
that's if the
Desert.
market fixes
And we're
itself.
really
So don't
excited about
expect
this
40
open
series to
world
come back in
action
stock.
adventure, featuring incredible graphics.
AMD could save the day,
ray-traced
though.
visuals,
It's done.
and
And AMD still
FSR
has, yeah, if they
4.
keep manufacturing some of their
Crimson
7000 series,
Desert
I'd
is
love to see that
expecting
on
to
top of
launch
these. That'd be
this
sick.
year and looks incredible on the latest AMD gaming hardware. Let's check in with Pearl Abyss on their progress.
Pearl Abyss.
저희 펄어비스에서는 AMD와의 협업을
It's a
통해
game, I guess.
액션 어드벤처 게임인 붉은 사막의 방대한 오픈월드를
Or game developer.
비주얼적으로 타협하지 않고 표현할 수 있었습니다. AMD 라데온 GPU의 최첨단 기술은 붉은 사막의 그래픽 수준을 확장하는 데 큰 도움이 되었습니다.
There's like double
Double captions. I don't know what's happening right now.
시스템, 캐릭터의 의상과 지형의 디테일한 표현을 위해 제작된 복잡한
And the YouTube
쉐이더가
captions are really
그대로
struggling when we turn those
또한
off.
라데온 970XT의 업그레이드된 레이트레이싱 성능 덕분에 붉은 사막에서는 기본적으로
Sorry, I
모든
ruined your
단서와
immersion, guys.
법안들이 레이트레이싱을 통해 표현되며 흩어지는 검들 사이에서 튀는 불똥과 풀스프의 반딧불이조차 모두 레이트레이싱된 그림자를 드리웁니다. 여기에 FSR4의
Skyrim-y.
혁신적인
It's like a cool game.
업스케일링 기술이 더해지면 오픈월드 환경에서의 대규모 전투나
Crimson
복잡한
Desert.
도시에서도 4K 해상도와 디테일을 유지하면서 매끄러운 프레임 레이트를 달성할 수 있습니다.
Why is he flying?
붉은 사막의 자체 엔진에 이러한 기술들을 통합하기 위해 저희는 AMD와 함께
What is
작업해왔으며
happening in this game?
확장성 있는 구조 덕분에
Medieval, he's flying. There's stuff floating
So
in
it's
the
like
sky.
chivalry, but not.
라데온,
Yeah.
FSR4의 시너지 덕분에
Oh, now we're diving. Now this is Elden Ring. We're dropping in.
It looks like Fortnite when the islands pop in.
유저들이 붉은 사막의 아름다운 월드를 경험하기를 기대하고 있습니다.
Wow.
Wait, I missed all that.
Thank
What did
you,
he say?
Ki-Young and the team at Pearl Abyss.
They
for
said,
the
thanks for
innovation
FSR,
you're
we don't have to
bringing
work as hard now.
That guy said, wow, I
so
didn't
excited
understand
to see what
anything.
your team is doing and how you're advancing the Ryzen and Radeon gaming experience. With the latest Ryzen 9000
That was really
X3D
good.
processors and the all-new Radeon RX 9000 series GPUs, you'll be ready for your favorite
I
games.
feel like this is a
today
bad
and
acid
tomorrow.
trip. What?
Alongside our new FSR4 gaming technology, AMD has some of the best options for you with our 9000
All right, guys, when's
series
the all
solutions.
AMD high-end build? Let's go.
Our partners have been shipping these cards into retailers and e-tailers to ensure broad availability at launch.
Broad.
I'm happy to say both the 9070 XT and 9070 will be available for sale starting March 6th.
March 6th.
And in the second quarter of this year,
Wide
we'll broaden the
availability,
family
quote
even
that.
further
Could they
with the
start
RX
on
9060
March,
products, which will
I
tell
don't
you
know,
more
3rd?
about them.
March 3rd?
4th?
From all of
maybe?
us, thank you for joining us today, and thank you.
Oh,
for
is that
being a
Breast of the
part
Wild?
The AMD
Rest
gaming
of the wild. All right, well. Nice,
Are they,
nice.
I thought, are CPUs coming later, the announcement?
Were they going to talk about CPU? I think they were only doing GPUs at this event. No CPU discussions.
I mean, they're eventually going to have new CPUs,
they're eventually
right?
going to have new
Right?
CPUs, eventually. All right, guys. Well, thoughts, opinions?
Chat.
I'm sorry, did you say breast of the wild? Yeah, that's what he said. He said what he said and he meant it. Okay, let me fix
I was
this.
going to say, I was like, this is stressing me out.
Yeah, this looks
is
so
too
wrong.
weird.
All right, now we can go back to the way it was.
Back to the old way.
The way it's meant to be. Things will never be the same.
Yeah.
Jeff, we can see everything.
I like how the market as of right now is, if you want brand new and you want lower end, you got Intel, right?
Yep.
With new art. If you want mid range, you got AMD. If you want high end, you got Nvidia.
If you want high-end, good freaking luck. Comparing GRE to compare to a 7000 XT. Well, see, that's the thing is, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see the final performance.
Wasn't the 700 GRE and then XT like not super far off?
I think they were pretty close because GRE was like a.
It was a weird like in between, but like it kind of
Yeah.
wasn't. I just remember it was a lot cheaper, but it like was similar.
If you want low, I mean, low end you can buy used. Low end, go used is what I would tell people. That's still available. It's a little more expensive, but you're good.
To be fair, low end's just way different than it used to be. I mean,
Yeah.
it used to be you always had like the 1050, the 1030s, and they could game, and like you were fine if you were on a budget. But now it's like your low end is literally I would say like an art card, like a B570, an RTX 3056 or 8 gig, or like a 6500 XT or 6600, I guess.
Yeah, you can get 6600 still.
Basically, your new low end is 160 to about 240. It's no longer like $100 for the low end.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Silicon to meet the standard of the XT, but we're still better than a 7800. So it's like it was in between. Yeah, Chad, is anyone going to be camping out? Who's pulling up to a Micro Center?
I'm here to get my 9070.
Who's got the bots loaded up? I bet Lowski has bots.
But he doesn't pay.
He don't pay. He found a way to get a bot, you know?
He does those layaway bots.
Layaway bots.
I'll wait until Prime Day. It's not for AMD, yeah. We don't expect to see... I would be pretty shocked if there ends up being lines, and if there ends up... there could be small lines, don't get me wrong, but I'd be shocked to see, like, scalping.
No.
At least hardcore. I think people are going to try. People always test the market to see what they can scalp. So I would expect to see the moment that you see those cards go on for sale, go to eBay, you're going to see people saying, you know, card on the way, here's the price I'm asking.
Card order confirmation. You're already in line? That's crazy.
Use now in stock.
But they said ample supply. Like, you heard that man. That man's not a liar.
I mean, at least NVIDIA didn't. I mean, they didn't
I don't
say
think
that.
they've never said that. So AMD clearly is like, we're going to try to be better than what they've done, right?
Which really, when I think about AMD's launches in the past, I don't ever think of a time where their cards have been like
That's
super
why
hard
I
to
have
get.
more hope than I probably should, is like AMD stuff, just generally people aren't as like crazy about it. So like, but if people are, it depends on how desperate people actually are. We'll find out with how short it is to get the other GPUs.
You're glad AMD's not switching to 12 volt high power, considering how terrible RTX 50 series is doing? I will say, I mean, I don't know.
I don't hate
I
that
actually
connector.
kinda like the
horrible.
connector.
Yeah, it's not horrible.
I think it's not great if you think you're going to be swapping it a lot, but
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. It's a universal connector, so as long as your power supply, which almost every single one should be that can handle this, are modular or semi-modular, that cable is a super quick 5-second swap out.
Pee in bottles. Okay. Is that what you're saying? You're waiting out there, so you're peeing in bottles?
Like what Chaotic said, until the game developers get their heads out their butts, you don't need a new GPU. Yeah, no, you'll probably be fine for a while at the B580.
That's the wrong way.
Yeah, 599 is not bad at all for the 9070. I mean, it's definitely what was this? The 7800 XT has gone up to about, I think those are like 5 to 550 now.
Yeah.
So I will take that over that. I will say I wish that it was cheaper.
I would love to hear how much their manufacturer focuses on keeping 7000 series. If they do have a heavy
I'm gonna
goal.
cry if like I hear within like a month, you know, it's like we're stopping production of all 7000 and 6000 series.
No, I would love. I can understand them stopping 6000 at this point. Because the only thing that
Yeah.
they still I see regularly new is the 6600. The other ones like are hard to find.
When I don't like the when I say the 6600 for 209,
It's not great.
I don't like it. I'm like just 7600 for literally 40-50 bucks more. If someone said 499 and 549 would make me wait in line. So that extra $50 is really a difference maker in my opinion.
I mean, we have to figure out the performance. No one really knows the benchmarks.
You'd love to see a new low profile from AMD? Yeah. Pipe dream.
That's just a very niche market. I mean, and we're part of it. We love that market, but it's just not a market that makes them a lot of money, you know?
Yep. At least, I mean, for low profile now, at least there still is cards. I mean, you got the 6400, 3050, 4060 even, technically. There's some low profile cards. Oh my God,
They're
What do we think the 9060 is going to be?
I don't know.
I haven't even heard of it.
I mean, they didn't talk about that today, so who knows?
The IABs quit making higher models too fast. Cypher sells them through Nitro, and then only the Pulse is available. Yeah, I mean, well, the higher end models, I think they kind of purposely do less quantity just so that they can have the markup there, or they might just be that much harder to make. I don't know.
Yeah, for those rolling in, we were watching that AMD announcement thing, but now we are finishing up this interesting build, which is for a guy we know who needed a very particular use case. We got the 9950X with a RTX 3056 gig, which might sound freaky, but this person does not really need any GPU horsepower at all. Basically a display out at this point. So we decided to throw the 3050 in there in case, you know, you need a little bit of GPU acceleration, but nothing crazy, and it's new, it's reliable.
This is doing like a lot of virtual machines.
128 gigs of DDR5 and four 4 terabyte drives.
Yep, this has as much storage as like one of our NAS.
This thing's crazy. So it's you, is that what you want? You want this Bajan?
Good upgrade for 1080. Yeah, that would be cool. It seems like, I mean, with these cards, yeah, they didn't even talk about 1080p. Like 1440p and up only.
Opening our a portable camera.
Or a little guy.
PC build.
MSRP cooler. Yeah, I like Arctic coolers too. They said I can't see. Turn your eyes on.
Turn your eyes on, guys. Turn your eyes on.
Oh, you got to bring this kid to middle school? Good luck. Don't get beat up.
Don't get beat up. It's like right in the middle, so pick your poison. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys ever consider doing NAS stuff, like a Ugreen or something? Or is that too LTT? That's funny you say too LTT. We've thought about it. I've had some companies approach us, and I've always been like, I don't know if networking would do well, but I've noticed recently, what is it? Oh, is this you plugging this, John?
Yes, I am. Nothing to hurt.
I've noticed recently content that we do on the channel where it's a lot of like just us experimenting, learning, noobs try insert here does pretty solid. So if there is ever an opportunity with a company that does like NAS systems or things like that, I mean, we do have a NAS in our workflow, but we don't really do a ton with them. But if there's ever like a project that made sense, then yeah, I'd consider it. I think it'd be cool.
We need more storage.
Storage. You got the 360 one. Don't see if Tim's over. Okay, I would say underload definitely is going to have 29C, but you know, just saying. But no, yeah, it's a really good cooler.
Isn't 29C's like
idle temps for sure?
Yeah.
I was like, you got some Sub-Zero stuff going on there. I think the price is kind of okay. I want to upgrade. I think this generation would be a good upgrade for a 6600 if you can get your hands on one.
Oh yeah.
Depends on the CPU though. Still, as always, you gotta make sure you have a solid enough CPU. But yeah, this would be a good upgrade for you.
Yes, we do.
Rahar.
It's an angular one.
Angular.
Got a, is there an RGB header at the bottom?
Yeah, but HDI audio. You passed it. Oh, look, guys, speaking of camping out, we'll be at Micro Center next week, not camping out.
No, we're going the night before.
We'll be at Micro Center on Tuesday. During pretty much most of the day, we're going to be going up there. We'll be doing our live stream from the car. Hopefully the service holds up, but we're doing a little mobile live stream on our way there. It'll be me, Jackson, and Jonah. And we will be going up there to film a video and yeah, just some content up there. So we'll be going up there and having a good time. So
but like a
Tuesday,
real good time.
Real good time. So be ready for that. Not a normal build stream. It'll just be us driving the car yapping.
You see Jonah got the KTC finally?
Oh, he bought the OLED?
Well, he did this whole, I got tired of him asking, so I just was like, yeah, let's just do it.
What did he get it for?
I think we did, I want to say it was like 1 or 125 plus his old monitor, plus he's doing a DIY video where he said he'd do a PC Bros shout out.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, just do it.
Do you like this, like, in negotiating his work? That's
I just
crazy.
was like, he's not going to keep, well, he said it'd be an extra DIY. So yeah, it better be, I swear if he tries to do like a, well, you know, I'm doing my one the week. I'm like, you said extra, buddy.
It's a good deal for an OLED.
Yeah. No, it's a really good deal. And I was like, you know, we PC Bros could definitely have sold it, you know?
Yeah.
So he just convinced his Alienware it's worth so much. Like, no one wants your crusty ass Alienware.
And does he offer a warranty on the Alienware when it inevitably does?
No warranty, man. No warranty. But he's gonna assure us.
Wasn't his Alienware he was having issues with, or am I thinking of something
He
else?
claims that it was only an ARC and it was like a known issue.
Okay.
Because yeah, I asked him that multiple, like every time he bring it back up, I'm like, dude, doesn't the thing like not work? And he's like, no, I swear it works perfect.
Yeah, March 6th for the 9000 series launch. It looks like the 9070 is going to be $549, 9070 XT $599. So we got a $50 difference between the two.
Whoa.
Depends on the resolution. I probably wouldn't do a 5600 with one of these new gen cards. You could easily go up to like a 5800X or 5700X, and I think that would be fine. The indie store looks much nicer on different stocks. Northside indie too. Yeah, we went to the indie store. We have a soft spot for Sharonville though, because it has the old retro vibe to it, and that's the store that everyone who works there knows who we are. We've been up there many times, so always gonna love Sharonville.
Never change Micro Center.
Never change Sharonville. Yeah, please don't remodel. That'll make things weird. It'll make things awkward.
It'll be a lot of money y'all don't need to spend. You know, you guys do just fine.
That's my store, the Sharonville store. Nice. Well, hey, if you want to say hi and you happen to be free on that Tuesday, we'll be filming, but we'll be up there for most of the day. You go to Sharonville, not Columbus? That's a good one. We've never been to Columbus. The only ones we've been to is Sharonville, Indy, Charlotte, and then I've seen the one in St. Louis, but that was years ago. And you've seen the one in Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the Chicago one looked like. I don't remember if it was a new style or...
Charlotte was? Yeah. Oh, you're talking Chicago?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chicago, I never seen that one. I don't know.
Yeah, the Charlotte one, I will say, it's a, once you're in there, it feels just like, like a brand new Micro Center, but the outside's a little...
Yeah. It's tucked away in like
an interesting area.
It's in like it's in an interesting area to say the least.
Charlotte was interesting.
Charlotte was a experience. I have a team meeting at the Top Golf that afternoon. I might have to stop on the way back home. Oh, you're at the Top Golf in Sharonville?
They have a Top Golf in Sharonville?
Yeah, we drive past it on the highway right before we go outside Cincinnati. I think it's like right outside Cincinnati. That's first Top Golf I was ever at, was the one up there. It's north of Cincy, yeah. I got the 7800 X3D bundle on sale last year from the Sharonville store. They hook you up. That's what they do.
They hook you up, baby.
I'm heading to North Carolina next week and home to stop at the Charlotte store. If we've never been to a Micro Center, or you just want to go to a Micro Center, I mean, it's just like any other Micro Center, It's just it's in a shopping center. Top Golf's in Westchester. That's what it is. Because then we go Westchester is where the IKEA is.
Yes.
So we go to the IKEA.
Oh yeah, now now that I'm visualizing, I remember seeing the little net and everything.
Yep.
Sorry, the big net.
The big net, not the little net. GPU time. Does this one need a PCI power?
I hope not, because we done plugged it in.
You don't. Perfect.
Yay. 3056 gig ever need PCIe power?
I don't think so. I always think of the 1650s, how there were like some rare ones that would
Yeah.
have it, and I'm like, why?
1050 Ti was another one. I think sometimes those needed it.
Hate to say it, but I got 9700X bundle from Microsoft. I have nothing but problems over the 3 months I've had it. That sucks.
What kind of problems? It could be you. No, I'm just kidding. But
It could just
no,
be-
it could be like, are you like going crazy trying to XMP and like every time it just crashes, you just turn it back on?
Yeah, what's going on? Biggest thing too is, at the end of the day, a computer shop, especially the volume Micro Center does, computers are going to computer.
Oh yeah.
So like, it's really hard to blame a specific retailer. Any store is going to have that amount of volume of just random issues.
What's funny, I was talking to the a customer we're doing an RMA with, and it's like a brand new 7800 XT to replace a bad one.
Yeah.
And well, it turns out the new one was also having issues.
Yeah.
And he on the phone, he's like, I told the repair guys, like, there's no way, like, it's a new card. And I was like,
Welcome to computers.
yeah, I was like, I gotta be honest, like, this is not a proven statistic for our shop, but I was like, I feel like 1 in 20 parts that we get are bad. Or have some type of stability issue.
Did the 600 gang predict it? They might have. Early stream? Yeah, we're streaming
Yeah.
early because you're watching the AMD event, which just concluded about 20 minutes ago.
549, 599.
So that's going to be cool. Going to be cool. We just built a PC, by the way. Shout out.
This is gonna be a great gaming PC for someone.
It's going to be fire.
All right, guys, who wants to pick this up at PC Bros? We got a 9950X with 128 gigs of RAM, 16 terabytes of Gen 4 SSD, RTX 3050. We got a very nice X8670
Yeah, no, just don't
board.
worry about the graphics card.
Yeah, it's RTX.
It's going to be like that one cell we saw. This is a gaming PC.
Yeah. Yeah,
Pure,
I'm
pure
just
gaming.
saying.
Pure gaming.
Over here, like, what was it, like 14 Gen i7 with a RX 550. Okay.
Not enough storage and RAM for me. You need more? Do you need like that workstation we got with over a terabyte of RAM?
Yeah, PC Bros is getting too big. We got websites coming up every day now trying to impersonate us. We're so big that on our website we had to put a banner that says, "This is the only real PC Bros." I mean, what do y'all think about that?
I mean, Amazon even has to do that. That's crazy.
I know.
All right, guys. You know what else is priceless? RGB. Ooh,
Some big ass.
oh my! I didn't even notice the ports in the bag.
Oh, dude, yeah. These
Holy
boards don't
crap.
mess. I mean, this was like, I think it was like a $500-something board.
I don't even need those. I mean, I could use those ports, but like, damn.
Do they make you happy?
That makes me really happy. 3 USB, those are Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolt, yeah.
2 Thunderbolts. Oh my
He was excited
God.
about that too. I know he wanted Thunderbolt.
Yummy.
And then honestly, the part for them that they're really excited about is 10 gig. This motherboard is 10 gig and a 2.5 gig port. RGB for a virtual machine server? Shut up. You know what's funny is he requested it. He said, I like all the lights. I was like, okay.
You want something pretty like, I mean, Chad, look at these ports. God damn.
And see, like now he has 3 display out, which, yeah, this board only came with 2 originally.
Yeah. So it was worth.
I know he was saying that like every so often they do really basic, like the virtual machines. I think some of them might have user interfaces. So, you know, having a graphics card for even just a little bit more power is pretty good. The BGs. RGB.
You were in the shop when this was ordered? Were you? Were you here when our legend was here?
Yeah, he might have been here when Kev was here. That's what we call him Kev.
Oh, Kev.
We don't call him that. Fast networking has taken way too long to take off. Now, I do like that almost every new board that you can find in the market is 2.5 gig. It's nice just because I don't really think it costs much extra for them to do over a gigabit. And even if you have just normal, which a lot of people are just now starting to get gigabit at home, it's nice for local network stuff even, like if you have a NAS.
Oh, goodness.
It also makes it to where, you know, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we're starting to see some residents get 2.5 and 5 gig. So
maybe one day we'll get 5 gig.
Maybe one day we'll have 5 gig here.
Maybe.
Didn't he call the other day? Did that go anywhere?
That was the thing I was telling you where we had to schedule the appointment and we have to call that day.
And we have the appointment.
Yeah. So we're kind of just waiting for the appointment at this point. That's the one.
10 gigabit copper is a mess. Well, I figured like most people, or it seems like fiber is kind of taking over anyways.
Yeah. You know what this is for? And do we need it?
I think it's just a build that we did the other day. So I don't think we need it.
It just has like a V-True hub in it.
And keep that. I guess just if you see anything nice in there, just keep it.
Just empty boxes.
I guess, I mean, yeah, the Incredible Xander says 7200 RPM drive is only 120 megabytes per second. I just feel bad if you're even using that.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Trust me, internet's not your problem if you're on a hard drive.
Nope. Your internet can be easily faster than what you can actually write to that drive.
I mean, you know, most routers just on like, I know on Ethernet, like what is it? I think Cat 6 and Cat 6E and above, I think all those should be able to do 2.5 gig.
Retail because 649, 699, you want to do below 700. I wouldn't be surprised, like the top end. There were some weird listings on Micro Center that I think will change, where there was some that were $1,000, which I really hope isn't the case. And I really hope they're not doing the thing where they're saying that pricing and then they're going to double back on like, oh, well, we tried, but the tariffs, and we tried and this. Like, I wish they would have just told us the pricing with all those factors in mind. I hope that's not like a pre-tariff price too, because that's something we keep forgetting about all these shortages. That is a thing right now.
And that's not something that seems like it's gonna
that's not going away.
Go away anytime soon. Although we are in talks with China.
Yeah, China.
Is this smart to buy 49-inch curved monitor? Well, we have one at the shop, so just come by that.
We're supposed to, well, we'll see. This is what happened last time.
Yeah, isn't that the same company?
We circled back with them again,
yeah.
And they came up with another deal again, and they're like, it's on its way again. So we'll see if it actually shows up.
And then if it doesn't show up, they're gonna say, we're gonna need 2 free videos now.
No, same thing. Last time I was like, I'm gonna put this on the calendar, it's gonna be great, but now I'm not even putting it on the calendar. It's just like, if it gets here, it gets here.
It is not a Samsung G9. That would be...
It's a NOCN 49-inch, 5120 by 2160, I think.
I need to see how stupidly priced this Samsung, like, I feel like it's gonna be
The G9's like over $1,000. I think it's like $1,200.
Honestly, it's not as bad as I thought. $800?
Oh, what price is that one?
Let's see. So this is Best Buy with a 1000R curved ratio.
Is that a 49 or 59?
49.
Okay. I know 59s exist, and those are...
I just thought with it being Samsung, it'd be so much more.
They're on sale for $770.
240 hertz, 1 millisecond.
Did y'all notice AMD silently pulling the 7600 XT from the market? I haven't noticed that, but to be fair, we're not buying that GPU.
We're okay with it.
I've got the 4950. Why do you have 2 of them?
Are they side by side?
That's crazy. No, we're good. We have a the one we're supposed to be getting from NOCN is a 49-inch, same res, but it's an OLED, which is going to be kind of crazy. But we'll see. And that one I think is 900.
The burn-in's gonna be crazy.
The burn-in's gonna be so crazy. It's so wide.
He said, "My son. My son has the ultra wide." Dude, I'm so excited for the company that I ended up driving over there yesterday to see like what their setup was like, and man, some of their they're running monitors that are like VGA from like 2010 or prior, and they're literally doing like graphic design all day.
You're talking about the
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, Science Place. One of them literally like the main guy that's doing the graphic work. I looked at his monitor and you can see like different like LCD where it's like going out and stuff like that.
No.
And I was just like, guys. And then the guy was just cool. He was like, honestly, just do what you think is right. So they're getting red linear switch keyboards. They're getting wireless mouse. They're getting Toasty
This is
Bros.
supposed to be good.
Toasty Bros extended mouse pads. Oh yeah, he does. I mean, he owns the whole property too.
Yeah. Business is good.
Yeah. No, they're good. I mean, their PCs have been upgraded in like 10 years, so
They got their use out of them for sure then. That's what I was thinking about the other day. I was like, our business is in computers, but I'm just thinking about that as an added cost that a lot of businesses have to deal with, is getting the proper like tech that they need, like computers and everything. To be fair, like if I had the knowledge I have, I'd just build my own stuff, buy my own stuff. But like people who don't know anything about that space running a business.
Dude, what's crazy is, so I realized, I told you about some of the quotes that he sent me and how he was going to go with another company.
Yeah.
So get this company, he found out that RIP software they needed did not come with it.
Oh,
so $3,500 for a 12th gen i7 with no graphics.
You hear that?
And I'm not talking like no ECC RAM, no crazy build, just like a 240 mil liquid cooler, like basically a build like this that we could build, but for like $3,500.
Why are you so early? We're all late. We started the stream at 8 o'clock because of the AMD event. If you guys want to be updated, by the way, on all that stuff, I know a lot of people won't get everything. Join our Discord, discord.gg/toastybros. Last night, I posted an update saying we're going to go live a little early. So if you guys ever want to not miss those special events, take a look at that.
Did you post it anywhere besides the
I did sub only and main chat.
Oh, okay. I didn't see main chat.
Yeah. I didn't want to add everyone again, but I just put it in main chat again. Join the Discord, guys. Join the Discord. Hear noises?
I think it's got a little bit of
hum?
noise. A little bit of.
Oh, yeah, I do hear that now.
It's so weird that the guys aren't gonna be here for another hour. Like it feels like they should be walking in right now.
One thing I'll say about Falcon Northwest, that company's been around for a long time. Like they've been around since
I've never even heard of them.
I think they've been.
What are they?
They've been. They're a pre-built company. They've been doing pre-built since like the 90s. They definitely have the premium price, but they have that same thing like Puget and stuff that they honestly probably similar to the company or the graphic design company. They like target businesses that want a specific system for a specific use case, and they will test it in that specific use case and set it up for that use case. Some businesses will pay premiums for that.
Well, no, and that's what, see, like he almost was ready to pull the trigger, he said, but then he was like, he decided, because one person told him, we'll test it in the software, we'll preload the software, and we'll come set it all up for you. Yeah. And then he decided to call again, and I think he talked to like a higher up, and he was like, I don't know who told you that, but like, no, we don't do any of that. Wow. Like, we just build you the PC.
That sucks. Yeah, that's not good at all.
Yeah.
That sounds like they have a sales team, and then the sales team will promise a bunch of stuff, and then when it actually comes through, it's like, yeah, that's not true. Because the salesperson doesn't have to deal with you after that.
It's like coupons.
It's like coupons, yeah.
Yeah, it's something I've started to realize over the years. I'm like, I think that the follow through is just as important as the sale. But a lot of places, it's like once they get the item that they needed sold, they're just like, poof, bye.
Yes, 96 t-shirt. Well, the shirt's not from 1996, but it's like a remake of 96, national champs, UK, yeah.
You can just say it's from Goodwill, and it's from 96.
It's retro,
It was worn by Anthony Davis.
Yeah. No, our head coach now for Kentucky basketball was the captain of the 96 UK basketball team. Oh. So now he's our head coach. I was like, I got to represent, 96. Yeah. So Toasty Bros, Dominican Republic. I love your content, guys. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you, guys. We might go a little, it is 9 right now. We might go a little over. There are a couple things I wanted to do, but we might go a little over and talk to you all. We already built the PC, so here it is.
Oh, it's
You want us?
motorcycle. We haven't seen you in a little bit.
It's a motorcycle.
Motorcycle. It's not motor, it's moda.
Fastest time you built a computer. Well, it depends on the build.
Yeah, we did a long time ago. Maybe we'll do it again sometime in the future. But we did a like a little build off where we had two. I think they were i3 10100s with RX 6600s. They were like RGB case and everything.
There's like a Corsair 4000D, I think. So
Yeah,
like, I
that
don't think we
sounds
even added any fans. We were just like, here
You
it
know
is.
what? We might have done that for that one, that fog video, maybe, where we
Yeah.
tested the D.
That's what we
airflow
needed, two
versus-
of them at the same time.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I could think we would have done that. But I think it ended up taking both of us, like 18 to 22 minutes. That was separately building. So yes, we do have the ability to build separate if we need to.
Bro, should I build the 9070 XT? No, you should not buy the 9070 XT for P520. No, do not do that.
I mean, hey, we managed to build this PC with the 950X and liquid cooler, some ARGB. We did that all in under an hour while watching a AMD conference that I think lasted like 30 minutes or
30
something.
minutes. That was pretty quick then.
So yeah, we're not too bad.
Move this off.
If we're like laser focused, yeah. I mean, like especially whenever we're doing our videos, if we're just doing time lapse, or like it's one of those builds where we just decide we don't really need B-roll of the building process because we're just testing something. Yeah, we'll throw in some music and have that thing done in 20 minutes or less.
Depends what kind of mood Jonah's in too,
Yeah, Jonah's also like, it's a weird dynamic now because now like sometimes Jonah will just kind of watch. Sometimes he decides to take over and like build half of it. It's very random. He doesn't really communicate either. He just starts doing.
Well, speaking of, well, I guess this is the build we're going to do today, so might as well just get the board ready and get Windows installed.
This person said, what's the best RGB controller on Amazon? I don't know about my RGB specifically, but check out like Mytrix. Check out, let's see, Mytrix, EasySMX. What else is there? There's that new one. Oh, there's 8BitDo, or 8BitDo, whatever you want to call them. And then there was another cool one that I saw recently. I know Kermit would recommend it. It's a little more expensive, but it's very customizable. No, not the Razer Chroma. What is it called? I feel like it starts with a V, maybe. Kermit,
do you know the name of it? So AMD didn't miss the opportunity to miss this opportunity. No, it seems like they didn't.
Oh yeah, this isn't.
This is the next. So yeah, it'll be fine.
Put it on a build station.
Surprisingly, they didn't miss the opportunity to miss the opportunity. So what I'm gonna do right here, guys, just between you and me, chat, just between you and me, I can't show you the graphics card for this build. That's all I gotta say. But we're prepping it for, that's okay. Prepping it for an upcoming video. I just want to get this going because this is going to be the build we do today. And we are going to Victress, is that what it is? Victress, Kermit? We're going to be benchmarking this bad boy today. So I just want to go ahead and get Windows installing on this. Save us a little bit of time and energy. Girthy ruined it? Girthy ruined what? Oh, Girthy running it. Oh, Girthy's running a Victress? Sorry, I read that as ruining it, running it. What's up, Sasquatch?
Girthy?
Girthy.
His homie Girthy?
Let's see if the 7700X is okay running a stock cooler temporarily.
What is it, 7700X?
Yeah.
That'll be fine. It'll be fine. AMD's all about that efficiency. I'm getting a drink, chat. I'm gonna grab some Malort. Anyone want anything?
No, I'm okay, thank you.
Shot of Malort.
Shot of Malort.
I'll have another.
Malort, I'll have another. We had one AI mention, so shot of Malort. Yeah, Johnny, that's what we just got done watching that event. I hope for availability. They kind of said availability. We'll see. They claimed availability. He's working that Harley Davidson job and super busy. Well, it's good that he has something to do. I was worried about him not having, like, sometimes some people just need work to do, The idea of work for some people can be a lot, but, gotta get that fulfillment.
I gotta say, not hearing a bunch of AI in that was pretty nice.
That was good. It was only one AI mention. It was subtle.
And it was almost kind of more like, AI for upscaling. The way they mentioned it, wasn't like they said, "Hey, AI businesses, come buy our card."
Buy this for AI workloads.
Now, NVIDIA, I think if they did ever mention availability, I always heard it was like, "Oh, there's only gonna be a few. It's gonna be limited."
Yeah, NVIDIA would say, it wasn't in like their pressers, but they definitely said it in the, said it outside of the press events where they were like, just expect limited availability. They were pretty upfront, which, good for them. Congrats. Is the 9070X going to outperform a 4070 Ti Super? We'll see. The comparison they were going with is saying it's going to be like, at least from their slides, was it's going to be around 2% slower on average versus a 5070 Ti and $150 cheaper. We'll see if that price maintains.
That's $150 cheaper like if you're able to get an MSRP too.
Yes. Which also, I mean, if you get an MSRP, 5070 Ti's, what are they going for on eBay right now? Because you can't even buy them new.
Probably like $1,200.
So if they happen to pull a miracle and you could buy these in stock for MSRP, at that point they'd be like $400 cheaper. But again, this is all in a vacuum miracle situation.
You hope all scalpers get toenail fungus? Ooh. Same.
His Discord queen, I'll send you an invite later. Oh, you're getting someone in Kermit?
Oh, yeah, did Kermit ever say that controller?
He did now. I don't remember the name of it. He said it, though.
It looked familiar.
He said Girthy uses it. I remember that.
Yes. Yep, I do remember that. No, I watched a little video on it. It really does seem like a cool controller. I like how for people that are into like different style games and stuff, like you can literally change the whole layout of the controller. Everything's like magnetic.
It scares me with your... What do you mean scares you? You feel like new stuff's going to come out. Like, it is what it is. Why are you scared? You got the best of the best AMD GPU.
I don't know what you mean by that, Death Toad. Isn't Nintendo going to overstock on the Switch too, so scalpers simply won't be able to buy all the consoles?
I mean, I guess, yeah. If you know,
I don't know if they'll have it's only if there's like a shortage.
Yeah, really, it's not like. I mean, if every company released a product with enough inventory, no one would be able to scalp it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I get what you mean.
Oh yeah, Victrix.
I get what you mean, but like, the scalper market's there because of scarcity, and like, unless there's like a known issue, like there shouldn't be scarcity.
But I guess if what you're saying, you know, is maybe before they, which I think this is smart, before they release the product, they have the factory's already, they already got like 100,000 of them sitting around. Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess that is smart, because then, yeah, there's no reason for scalpers, and if they do buy them, then they're going to be severely disappointed when they make $0. Which honestly, I'd love to see. I'd love to see scalpers just like buying products that they, you know what that would actually be really funny is if AMD, like for let's just say one day, they made it to where the cards sell out really quick, because it's obviously going to just be mostly bots and stuff buying them. Yeah. And then they wait like maybe another day with like no inventory, and then they just actually release the inventory.
That'd be funny.
So all the people that are thinking they're going to make big bucks, they just are worth nothing now.
Feel like probably should be in person only. I mean, I guess. I get the game release concept, but again, we're in an online era.
Yeah, plus it's like people like us, because like we really don't want to go and camp out or anything just for like
Micro Center, here we come.
You worried the 970 XT would be better than a 7900 XTX? Well, they're claiming it's like 7900 GRE, so I wouldn't think so. No. Not to mention 16 gigs of VRAM versus 20 or 24. 20.
Yeah, what does the XTX have? 20? I thought it was 24.
It might be 24, and the XT is 20. Yeah. Chat, approve or disapprove? What is this build?
This is the.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So we just pre.
Yep, I was just gonna get Windows going.
Okay.
Save us some time.
Yeah, that's what they're kind of saying is between like the GRE and like I guess the 700 XT. I would expect it to be pretty close to like at least the XT. I would think it'd be close to the 700 XT. Especially because of like the price. I mean, the 700 GRE, if I remember right, I think those were 5 something.
Shout out to AMD for I should probably let's just do this.
Prep it.
Wait. I was like, which one's in here?
So where is it?
Big Dog's in here right now.
speaking of scalping. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, scalping is really, it's the only reason it exists is because of scarcity. So yeah, there's literally no reason whatsoever to scalp an item if you can buy it elsewhere for MSRP or like with a warranty.
Yeah. It's all about scarcity. If you don't have an availability in a certain area, or for this example, the worst case scenario is there's no availability anywhere, then you're able to scalp stuff. Capture on purchase. These bots are really advanced, man. I mean, they've done a lot of different things for it. But to be fair, as a retailer, why would you care if stuff sells out super quickly? Like, I mean, you got to think of it that way.
The only reason I think they would ever care is because of just the people, like people complaining. And I don't even really know if that goes very far to them. I mean, I know on like on listings, for example, I've seen a lot of products recently that have lower ratings, and if you look at the reviews, a lot of them be like 1 star. I hate that, like, this product's supposed to be in stock and it never is. I don't really know how much that affects their sales, and if those big corporations see it and they're like, wow, we really need to fix this.
Yeah.
But yeah, clearly a lot of the markets care a little bit, because I mean, shoot, we had companies making, and we still do, cards just for AI and just for mining. We got companies that like Newegg doing the shuffle, and honestly, like Best Buy and Amazon even were sort of kind of doing stuff like that too.
Doing the shuffle.
So yeah, I can definitely see both sides. In terms of the capitalist of America, I'm like, yeah, why would they really care about scalpers? In honesty, it might even be better for the scalpers, or to sell to scalpers, because my mind thinks these companies probably have to warranty a lot of graphics cards. And so if a scalper buys a card and then they're reselling on like Facebook or eBay, a lot of times, I mean, there will be a warranty, but like it's very loose-ended at that point. And so I really do think that all the people who buy these scalped cards, if they have any problems, a lot of them probably don't even either bother RMA or they can't, which for some of these companies is probably kind of a nice thing. The manufacturer should care, though. Props to Zotac for doing direct sales.
That was cool. That's a smart way to do it. Yeah, manufacturers I get. Obviously, you want to have the best relationship with your buyers.
I like this. It said, I'm having to reconsider my Asus fanboy status for the 17th time. Yeah, don't worry. Next week something will happen. I'll make you think again,
Yep. It always happens.
What's up, Live Free? Scalpers also move the expectation on pricing upwards. I can see that. Yeah, I mean, because it's, well, once again, capitalist, so like the market is very much driven by the consumers. So ultimately, that's the problem with NVIDIA. It's just so many people, especially right now with I mean, you have AI, you have mining, you have gaming, streaming, and stuff like that. Other companies like Intel and AMD, they're trying to really keep up and show the world, like, hey, we can do like almost just as good, guys, for a lot less money, but people just want that like ever so slight feeling of competitive edge, to where the 9070 XT maybe, let's say you can get it for $600 and there's a 5070 Ti for $1,000. There's still people who will pay the $1,000. They shouldn't. They really shouldn't, because it's like a horrible price difference for what they're saying, 2% difference in performance. But people will still be like, I need NVIDIA for my live streaming, or
NVIDIA only.
Yeah, I do. I just have an associate's in computer engineering. Which actually, funny enough, the school I went to, I think I was probably one of the last. They might have done it another year or two after I graduated, but they kind of stopped doing that degree to my knowledge. I know I messaged my old teacher, it was probably like a year ago. I don't remember what it was, about something. And I think he was saying that they've like stopped a lot of the programs there, honestly. Oh, you're doing your computer science, you're in your second year. Did you ever code? No, I never did any coding. Honestly, so my computer engineering was a lot of, let me think. It was a lot of AC and DC. So that was, I remember, those were my two biggest classes, was literally learning alternating current and direct current, doing formulas on how to figure out, resonant frequency, resistance of a circuit, capacitance, just stuff like that, RMS, whatever. But And I've not retained most of that information. It's funny because I'm saying these words and like I could not even begin to tell you how to even do any of that now. A lot of hardware, yeah. I will say because it was just very typical. I don't know. I don't think you'll ever see a school that's going to be caught up. I think every single teacher, maybe the first year they graduate, will be very up to date. But ultimately, almost every school that I've ever seen, and I've heard of friends doing computer engineering and stuff, they're always getting taught stuff that's like way out of date. Even the A+, I know back when Matt and I took that, it was like floppy disk and stuff like that. Yeah, I know Jake's taking it, and it's funny because a lot of it is a lot more modern now. Yeah. But they're still behind. Like, I'm trying to remember. I know he said like they're only up to DDR4. Like they act like DDR5 doesn't exist in all of the materials.
Sounds about right.
I don't think they ever talk about Gen 4. I think they only have Gen 3 by 16 and stuff in all of their technologies. You're looking at NVIDIA for the same reason. You've heard NVIDIA is the best for VTubers in the long run. You know, like I said, it's really just about pricing and expectations. You're going to be just fine streaming with AMD. Like, figure out what you want to spend. If you're stuck at $500 or less, right now, I mean, you're either looking at a 4060, which is going to be cheaper. That'll be like, you know, $299 to like $370, or you're going to be able to look at like the 7600, 7700 XT. I will say, I just bought a 7800 XT yesterday for $499.
There you go. They're still there. That's a good thing.
I would definitely do the 7800 XT even for streaming over the 4060. Now, if we're comparing like the 7600 to the 4060, sure, the 7600 might have like ever so slight more FPS. I would go 4060 all day for streaming right now, especially if the price is the same. Oh, someone said Matt has me self-conscious about my monitor light after the short.
Yeah, it's useless.
Zach was very offended too.
I know.
And you know, I will say, I'm with Matt. I think they look really cool. I really like it on Zach's. I have I think Zach Davis as well runs one, and they look cool, but I don't understand what they do for you.
Tell me one thing you've actually done on your desk besides game on your keyboard. Where your keyboard is, because that's where you put your monitor light on top of your monitor, and it's shining down on your keyboard and mouse. Mm-hmm. Don't you have a backlit keyboard?
And also, like, I don't ever look at, like, do you guys look at your keyboard and mouse?
I never look at my keyboard. Well, Jonah was talking about with one of the keyboards, I think, he was saying, like, I have to really look hard to see the font on it and everything. And I was like, do you, like, actively look at your keyboard? I never look at my keyboard.
No. That's why you get the little braille on the, what are those called, the home row and everything? Is that a based opinion, chat?
It's a based opinion.
And the voiceover room for Wi-Fi?
Yes.
We talking, like
you need help?
Just some setup stuff that I don't want to mess up.
Make sure you turn your mic off when you go in there. I don't want chat to hear that, guys. I don't want chat to hear the. We were streaming early because we started at 8 a.m. We were watching the AMD press conference. But yeah, once again, on the light, by the way, so the light bar makes me think of I have a ton of RGB on my setup. My whole background, I have Govee lights, I have a pcbros neon sign. You guys have seen my Sunday stream. All of that is completely unnecessary. It is only aesthetic. It does not help me in any way, but it is aesthetic. It helps my state of mind too, because when I go down there to game, it feels great. I really do. Like, I love gaming on my setup. Compared to before, I mean, I've been a gamer my whole life, but I will say, I feel like between my first house and then until I redid my setup, you know, the last year, it didn't feel super like homey. Like I could game for like an hour and then, I don't know. I just didn't really feel it, you know? So once I redid my setup, I go down there now and it's like, oh, this is the man cave, the toasty cave. Backlit keyboards, those are good. That's another reason why I'm like, I don't know why light bars are, I don't know. I think they're cool. I think they're aesthetically cool. Like I said, I've seen some really clean, I think a light bar goes really nice on a setup that doesn't have a ton of RGB. So I'm imagining kind of like a darker lit room. You got like a nice dark colored wood table. Maybe your case even has a little bit of wood accents on it. And then you got that light bar, you know, on like a dual monitor setup or even a single monitor. I've seen a couple of those and it's clean. You know, you got some like fake plants, real plants, whatever off to the side. A decent light bar can also help with eye strain in low light rooms. I could definitely see that. You could also turn the lights on. I'm just kidding. I will say I was always a lights on gamer up until my new setup. And funny enough, I probably would still be, but Emily would always come in and turn my light off for whatever reason while I was gaming. I guess because she's like, oh, the RGB, just like all the orange lighting looks so good with it off. And so eventually, now like I don't really like gaming with the lights on. I kind of like having the lights off to game, funny enough. Which hopefully doesn't come back to bite me in the long run, but... To be fair, though, I'm not super glued to my monitors when I game. I have 32-inch monitors, so I sit a pretty good distance away, I think. I don't have my brightness like super high up or anything either. So hopefully that doesn't cause blindness. You're always lights off. When we're in office, you keep the light off and the door almost closed. That's awesome. All right, chat. Yeah, I want to know, how do you guys feel? Are you guys lights on or lights off usually? You just have some bias lighting behind your monitors, so you're not just staring into a dark void with one very bright light. Lights off. Okay. Lights on, blind. Either or, but usually on, off. Okay, so we got a lot of people saying off. Now, and I will say, I do have all those orange lights in my office, so my office is not dark by any means. Like, when you walk in there, even if it's pitch black, like midnight, you can see everything totally fine. My setup is pretty darn bright. Because like I said, behind me, I have like, you know, I probably, let me see if I have a picture real quick. Like that my keyboard has lights. So you're good to go then. Yeah, here we go. I sent some pics actually recently. These will do. Let me turn my brightness up all the way to blind you guys. Yeah, so, oh wait, wrong camera. What is this camera right here? Mainstream Cam plus desktop. Okay, so, sorry, I'm like having trouble. This is with my lights off, by the way. Actually, yeah, that's light off. Here's it like from the side. Now, to be fair, this is daytime. There's a window right here. So we do have some light coming in. And also I have stairs. Like there's some light coming in over here from the laundry room. But yeah, you can see it's pretty darn bright. Oh, dude, my monitors, I need to upgrade those like ASAP. I've been needing to upgrade them for a long time. One of them's a Pixio 32. They're both 32-inch curved. They both have the same aspect ratio curve. It's probably like, I don't know, 1000R or something. It's a lower curve. It's not super aggressive. I think they're probably both 144 hertz. One of them, my main monitor is 5 millisecond response time. So, yeah, I really do need to do that upgrade. You have 17 aquariums. Oh yeah, Fluvo LEDs. What kind of aquariums are you running? Are they little nano tanks? I had at one point, I had 2 or 3 aquariums at once. I only have 1 now, and I'm probably gonna keep it that way. I got a big 125 gallon saltwater tank, and it's like a mixed reef tank. Let's see if I have any pictures of that. It's a show and tell time, chat. Show and tell time. I don't think I've taken any pictures of it in a while from like afar though. Should you get the 700 XTX? If you could find it for a good price. That's like anybody always asks me about a card, I always need to know it's a good price. And what do you have now? I don't want you to upgrade from like a 700 GRE to that, because I just don't think that makes sense. And honestly, I wouldn't even upgrade from the 700 GRE or like the 7800X. I wouldn't upgrade from the 7800 XT. There you go. I don't even think I would upgrade from that to even like the 9070 XT, for example. And I don't think I'd go 700 XTX either, unless you just feel like you're getting a really good price on it. I swear, chat, I'll find a picture here one day. You gonna make a self-sufficient eco tank? That'd be sick. Oh wow, so you get a 55, and then you have a lot of 20 long, several 5 to 14 nanos. Nanos are so cool. I had a couple nano tanks. Yeah, ultimately, my main issue with having extra tanks is I had them in different parts of the house. So like I had some in my office, like I had 2 at once in my office, and then 1 upstairs. And like having fresh water, it's easier than salt water by a lot. But having to like do the water changes separately, having to buy like, fresh versus salt stuff, like it was just too much to keep up with, honestly. So I ended up rehoming every tank I got pretty much, besides, like I said, my salt water is definitely there to stay.
Hang in there, 7600 X.
Overheating.
67 in the BIOS.
Oh my God. It was the 7700, right?
7700.
It's just, wow. You put thermal paste on it?
I used the cooler. I hope that one has.
I guess it is. It is an X, and you know that's kind of their whole 95-degree thing. And we don't see it much anymore because we never use stock coolers. But
It won't die installing Windows.
oh my God, that's crazy. Here's an old picture of. I'm trying to find pictures of my tank right now. But this is an old one of like my office before I added all of like the new lighting.
It's all about lighting. We're talking about like lighting with the light bars and everything.
They were talking about the light bar and saying like it help with eye strain, and I was like, well, you know, like because I do game with my lights off, but I was like, to be fair, my room's like a supernova of LED right now, so like it really doesn't matter if my lights are off or on. I feel like I'm never gonna. I don't know when the last time I took a picture of my tank was, chat.
I need to talk to people about setting up. Oh, there's people in there who use OBS who don't want to use OBS, and it makes me angry because it's not even him. It's there was, you know how if you have a video device, if you have two sources, if one's showing the webcam or whatever, you can't have another one.
Something I did. Oh yeah, like if you have open, like if you're trying to change the angle or something of the.
Well, the problem was I was trying to activate the webcam on the one we normally use.
Yeah.
But on one of the sources, it was hidden, so I couldn't see it. It was already on another video source that was made, so there's like a webcam 2 that I guess was made on one of the sources. Here he is.
So
it's
that
this
was.
guy.
Let me explain.
Yes.
It was when I was trying to do that keyboard thing.
Yes.
I was trying to add this guy here. So I called that webcam 2.
Okay.
But I didn't get it working. Yeah, I mean, I made a whole new scene and everything. Is that?
I think webcam 2, I guess because that wasn't plugged in, it must have switched to another device, which
so it
was
was trying to
swapped
steal.
It stole the Insta360. So I have the source that's called Insta360 where I keep hitting deactivate and activate. It just will not pop up. And it's like something is hiding it. If you go to a scene, it's like embedded, hidden. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm glad you found it.
Oh yeah, sorry guys, you were just looking at OBS.
Oops.
Yeah, I added a desktop one so they can see us in triple vision.
Here's the LTX strip. Here's a picture of my tank. There we go. I know, now I'm like all confused on the, when I'm switching scenes. Yeah, so here's my 125-gallon saltwater tank. It's about 6 feet long, and it's pretty cool. Like my living room and kitchen kind of connect, but there's like a it's like a bi-level house. So a picture of my taint. So it's cool because when you're in the living room, you're like looking up at the setup. It's like it's weird how it works, but it's cool.
Hey guys, pcbros here. Here's a picture of my tank.
Here's a picture of my tank.
That's what you all want, right?
Active or passive pickups? Are we talking about for guitar? Oh, what amp? That amp is a Fender Mustang 50 watt, and I swear by that amp because if you're looking for an amp that can literally do everything, that one is it. Like I don't know of any other amps out there that can do more than that one. That's from a name brand. But as far as the pickups go, in all honesty, I don't know a lot about pickups and humbuckers. I don't. I really
Humbucker
don't.
is a funny word.
Humbucker. It sounds like Jacques Cousteau trying to say hamburger.
Humbucker.
Humbucker.
Okay, I was just throwing a bunch of stuff out there.
Passive pickups are not great. Which one adds a lot of
Dimebucker? What is going on?
If I'm being honest, like I do not. When I buy a guitar, I genuinely just look at the price, what it looks like, and is it like a name brand that seems like a lot of people like. Yeah, I know. Single coil with like Fender is definitely how you get the buzz.
Dimes pickups? I mean, you throw dimes at it and it picks it up.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting technical here.
OMG.
Oh my God, Matt.
Oh my God, Matt.
That's him just moaning off the stairs like, oh.
Someone said duffa. That's blasphemy, Matt. Metal Seam Boss.
Pantera.
Nice.
Like Dimebag Darrell. I get it.
Dar Dylan, I've always wondered, why Abraham Lincoln for your profile picture?
Is that what that is?
I don't think it actually is Abraham Lincoln, but it looks like him from this point of view. Every time I look at the picture, it looks like Abraham Lincoln.
You know what it's going to end up being? It's going to be like, that's my wife.
That's my wife.
Ever listen to Phineas? I don't know. A PV Predator.
He was a wrestler.
I feel like I can't say that.
What does that have to do with anything?
Like the picture as a wrestler?
It doesn't.
I don't think I've ever listened to.
Is that's supposed to be? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Can you see it up close?
Yeah, I think it looks like Abe Lincoln with a wrestling belt. Abe was honest.
Oh yeah, well yeah, Abe Lincoln was I think didn't he just get put in like the Wrestling Hall of Fame?
I didn't know he was a wrestler.
Yeah, I think he got put in the Wrestling Hall of Fame and had like over 200 wins or something stupid like that, right?
He's a wrestler.
Chat me out. Is this factual? I remember reading this the other day and I didn't know if it was real. I was like, AI's taking over.
AI is going crazy.
Abe Lincoln from Invincible.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely I'll give him a shot. I'll give him a listen. Like real wrestling. I didn't think he was doing.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
That'd be yeah, like the plays.
Introducing The Rock versus Abraham Lincoln. SummerSlam. Hell in a Cell.
407 years ago, I put you in the dirt. Maple Neck made in Mississippi.
Hall of Fame
before
right
they
there.
moved to Mexico.
There's a bio in the Hall of Fame.
Are we talking Fender? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at him taking someone down.
1809 to 1865.
Oh, look at that. Born in a log cabin in Kentucky.
Yeah, baby.
So what did that say?
He was National Wrestling Hall of Fame. He was awarded Outstanding American. That is not Abraham Lincoln. There's no picture of him in here. It's just a drawing.
6'4", like an awesome physical specimen. At age 19, he defended his stepbrother's river barge from
thugs.
What is that? Notch? I feel like I can't say that word because it looks like. But thugs by throwing hijackers overboard. 10 years later, he was a storekeeper in New Salem when his boss backed him. What was that? His boss backed him to out wrestle Jack Armstrong. Okay, so he was the local champion. Huh.
Interesting. And then he was elected president, but who cares about that?
Yeah, we need to talk about his wrestling career.
Yeah, his wrestling career is what matters.
Do you remember MTV Celebrity Deathmatch? I never saw them, but I remember hearing about them. Don't forget to hit that like button, says John D.
Be sure to drop that like button.
You had the full Deathmatch series. It's on VHS. Tommy Lee versus anyone. Talking like Tommy Lee, like is he just gonna pull his wiener out? It's like if we're talking about Tommy Lee, the what is he in? Is he Motley? Is that Motley Crue?
But Chaotic knows. Yep, Chaotic knows all the rock
that dude's like whole thing is like. I mean, I'm gonna be a little homo here. He's pretty hung, you know, and he just like he'll post his wiener on social media randomly. Huh. Like on Twitter all the time. They'll just like he'll leak it and then it breaks the internet.
Here's my dick.
Here's my wiener. Oh, like, did he choke someone with his peen?
Y'all are so old, man.
I get to see him in person.
His wiener was leaking? Oh, God. Oh, God.
Dude, it's honestly, it was crazy seeing Motley Crue because, like, I always see the videos of, I don't even know the lead singer's name. I'm not a big Motley Crue fan, but, you know, you always see the videos of me like, what about it? Oh, yeah. And then I see him live and I'm like, holy crap. Like, it really does sound horrible. Jackson, never update us on how far you've gotten with Fallout 4. I didn't know I needed to, but...
You were obligated.
So I got the game working again. I know at one point...
Oh, is it not working?
No, I tried to play it a couple times. This was like months ago when I was trying to get back into some single-player game, and it just kept crashing like the same spot. I don't remember what I did to fix it. It might have been something stupid like windowed full screen. But no, I played for a couple hours, probably about 2 weeks ago, and I'm still in the Nuke world, or Nuka-Cola world, whatever it's called, because I bought the game with all the DLCs. I do think I'm about halfway done with it though, like with that DLC, and I was pretty close to actually beating the game, I think. I know I was at the point, spoiler alert, I mean, it's a game that's been out for like 20 years, but I know I'm at the point in the main story where I was ready to teleport to like the place where the one bad guy is that like killed my son or whatever, or like finding my son, I guess it is, because I guess we know he's alive. Like basically, yeah. Okay, so then yeah, that's right. So I am almost done with the main story. I just got very sidetracked because I'm really bad about like I don't like seeing that like quest log filled up, and so
They just keep adding to it.
yeah. Well, you know, like I'll go to that. That's like I don't load the game up and think like, oh, I need to go sell guns. I need to go to my map. I'm like I load the game up and go, all right, what's in my quest? And I try to just go from like easiest to hardest or closest to me, and what always ends up happening is you find the quest, you beat it, and then there's always someone at the end that's like, I have another thing for you to do.
But could you do this?
It was someone gave us some Lincoln stuff. After one victory, Lincoln reportedly looked out of the crowd and bellowed what passed as trash talk at the time and said, I'm the big buck of this lake. If any of you want to try it, come on and wet your horns.
No.
And they said the challenge would go unanswered. Wow, so people were scared of him.
Guys, wait.
That's my president.
Oh, I got to message my people. Breaking news. Skype is shutting down May 5th, 2025. The death of Skype.
Dude, how are you going to talk to all your people?
How am I going to get the one important one?
You know what you're going to need? WhatsApp.
I probably have to get WhatsApp.
I guess why are they shutting down? Is it, does Microsoft own them now?
Yep.
So it's probably just
Microsoft's
Teams.
just killing it.
You know, I can't blame them. I think Skype had a good run, but I gotta say, man, after Discord came out, I had like when I hear people talk about Skype, it almost doesn't annoy. I'm just like, no. I'm like, Discord exists.
I mean, I've been having to use Skype. There's like 2 contacts that I talk to
Yeah.
on Skype on daily, so I got to figure that out actually.
You should see if you can convince them to do Discord.
Discord would be good.
So is there really any advantage of Skype over some of the other apps these days? Like, can you?
It
do
literally is just showing
transactions
Microsoft posts a thing saying move to Teams.
Yeah, do you really want to do that?
No.
Do you use Teams for any of them now?
No. I don't use Teams for any of it.
I like that. If someone asks you to message them on Telegram or WhatsApp, 97% chance it's a scam. That is very true, but in our case, these guys.
It just depends, yeah, because WhatsApp is massive in other countries, and yeah, it just depends on the situation. If some random ass person tells you to message on Telegram, yeah, be scared.
WhatsApp is cool just because it's crazy how many people don't actually have like cell phone service, and it's very common for a lot of people cannot text outside of their country, whether it's because of extra charges or their service literally just doesn't allow them to. So that's where having like an app that can text anyone around the world can be pretty cool. Someone said to get Jitsi Meet. It's open source.
Okay. I'm trying to convince these companies to just use something simple. WhatsApp seems like the obvious choice.
Yeah. Use Teams at work and the default ringer haunts you in your nightmares. You hear the Skype call in your head randomly. See, that's what I'm saying. They need to shut these down. They're causing PTSD to you all. Oh, this is okay. So we got some statistics. Skype had 40 million daily active users in 2020. Oh my God, just rolled over. Oh wow, and then Teams reached 320 mil, which I get because to be fair, I don't know this for sure, by the way, so I'm just speaking my butt here, but I'm assuming Skype does not really integrate with many other apps. I know for sure that like with Teams, if you're signed into a Microsoft account on your PC, then you already have Teams, Outlook, like all that good stuff. You already have like Office 365 probably. All the Iranian people at my work use WhatsApp. It's popular in Iran.
It's popular in a bunch of Asian countries for sure.
Are you in Kentucky? Your name's Snark Mage KY. Or are you in Iran? WhatsApp big in China, Russia, North Korea, etc. Oh yeah. Yeah, Telegram is another big one.
North Korea doesn't, no. North Korea won't let them use any of that stuff. You can't communicate with the outside world in North Korea.
So WhatsApp only. KY represent. Oh, he's in Frankfurt. There you go. So where do you work that you have you said a lot of Iranian people there? A lot of uranium people.
A lot of uranium bombs.
You also Kentucky here on my burner account? I know there's this many Kentuckians. WhatsApp is not big in China. They got WeChat. This person's in Lawrenceburg. Okay. You work at a discount electronics store? Like, actually?
Oh, there's one person I talked to on Skype that I feel like this is going to be a hard process to move over. But I'm going to get it.
I don't understand.
What?
Owensboro. I had some family that lived there. I used to have to go there all the time. Wasn't a big fan of it. I don't know. Not because of any particular reason. I think it was like you guys ever have like family members that you just felt like were kind of like, you were almost bored. Like every time you went there. I think that's, as a kid, always, like every time they said like, oh, we're going to Owensboro, I always thought, okay, well, this could be a really boring day. Danville growing up was definitely like that for me too. Danville, Kentucky, I had one thing I looked forward to when I was younger, and that was getting to play on my uncle's Xbox. Because he either usually wasn't there or, you know, he would chill downstairs. So it would just be like, all right, I'm going to go upstairs and play for 8 hours in your 360. The 606 by God.
606 by God.
Hey, you got to represent Abraham Lincoln, Dylan. Kentucky life. Magpie boy, you just followed us? Type in chat. Prove that you're here. I don't believe you.
I don't think that's a real person.
I think you're a bot.
It's 100% a bot.
Oh, we got a honk and a nut. I just realized. I got you all.
Oh, that's free.
Got you all. I like when you guys do the devious combo. Let's see what happens when we put them together. Will we get like a mega nut? Yep, the timing's well when you do them together.
You won't have McAllister to do it today, guys. He's too busy a Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah, because he normally probably would have been here by now. Yeah. Closest micro center to you is 2.5 hours away. Welcome to the club. We're about 2 hours. We have. It's funny because thank you for the sub, Live Free. When Micro Center announced that they were making, oh, it's funny. I went to TV the Greek. When Micro Center announced that they were making a new Micro Center, and they said in some part of Indiana. We didn't really know where exactly. We were pretty hyped because we're like, oh, we can get to Indiana from where we're at in as little as about like 17 minutes, I guess. And they're like, yeah, it's going into Indianapolis. And it's like, oh, that's literally the same distance as the Sharonville one. Yeah. And we have not been back to the Indianapolis one. The Sharonville one is just it's our home. That button kind of made me hard. All right, I'm going to end the stream now.
On that note, I'm out of here.
I like that. Ooh, is this a hot take? Micro Center is overrated. You buy PC parts once in 4 years and you never go back again. I think if you're not an enthusiast, yes, you'd probably think Micro Center, you'd probably think of it like I think Best Buy like that. I have no desire to go there really ever, but I will say when I'm looking for a part or like a monitor or just anything, Micro Center, honestly, I don't even need to be looking for anything. I just like Micro Center. It's all stuff that we deal with every day, and I get to see it all in one place. I get to see the pricing of it. I get to see things I haven't seen before in person, so I do really enjoy going to Micro Center.
Clay McAllister has 2.8 hours of Monster Hunter.
Dang.
It came out at midnight, I think, so he probably played for 3
probably
hours.
Played till about 3 a.m. And now he's going to wake up, play some more.
Go back in.
Oh, yeah, so do you, How's Jonah, too, you got anything that you're looking at in Micro Center personally?
I don't think so.
I don't know if I am either. The only things, I got 2 things I could see myself being interested in. They're very weird. One of them is that the off chance that I feel like a shill, that they have an NVIDIA card that uses the 16-pin, that seems like a good price. Yep. Maybe. That's a big maybe. And then maybe monitors.
Oh, monitors.
Maybe monitors. But it's just going to have to be such a good deal is my problem. Like, I'm going to need 1 millisecond. I'd like them to be, I think 180 hertz would be nice, or maybe even 240. Curved, 32. Yep. Will they have that with a good deal? Probably not. So I'm looking for the 2 things that I probably can't find.
Yeah, I don't think I'm really looking for anything at this moment.
But what's looking for you?
We'll find out.
That 49 or that 5090 open box is gonna be calling to me.
Oh yes, my 5800X needs, and then it's like, oh well, I guess I have to grab a 9800X 3D while I'm here. Oh wow.
Honestly,
it's a whole new build at that point.
If you didn't getting a 5090, I would love to see it. Yeah. I'd love to see like if it's.
I don't know if I would enjoy that. Lords of the Fallen. You'll have to really buy me a lot of games to get my money's worth, all right, guys? Because I won't be able to buy any games.
Lowest price we've gotten for a laptop? Oh, or look, what's the lowest price we have a laptop? I know that we have some that start around 350 right now, and they are, I think they're Acer Aspire. They got 7520Us, which are those 4-core 8-thread? It's Ryzen 5 laptop. It might be a 6-core 12. I think it's 6-core 12-thread. With the integrated graphics, they're actually okay for light gaming. They got 5 12-gig NVMe SSDs, 8 gigs of DDR5, and those are 350.
So 7520U?
7520U.
Let's see.
And then we do have some, we have a really, did you see that MSI laptop we have up front? You got to see the deal on that. By the way, is Wukong worth it? If you have any interest in a Dark Souls game, get it. Just don't even think about it, just get it.
It's fun.
I played a
4.8.
game
It's a
last
4.8, by the way, 4.8.
4.8, okay.
I think it's definitely worth it, 100%. And as I've been playing other games after I finished Wukong and sunk a lot of hours into it, it's only made me appreciate that game more.
Hello, website.
It's definitely gonna fall in that category of games, growing up, we were like, I wish I could just have like a memory wipe and replay them again. Okay,
so we have a laptop that is, it hasn't sold. It's an MSI, what are these called? Is it Stealth? I think it's an MSI Stealth 14 Studio. It's 144 hertz and it's 19, that's resolution, not right? It should be 1920 by 1200. And it has a 13620H, a 4060, a 1 terabyte Gen 4 dual channel DDR5 16 gigs. Comes with a 240 watt OEM adapter. And it's one of those like super thin ones, and it's like very minimally used.
Nice.
And we're doing $675 on it.
It's a bargain.
That's a laptop that I believe on eBay still goes for like $900 to $1,000.
Hope you know liking Lord, so I can tell you some amazing game-breaking gear. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going with it. I had the opportunity to play some games yesterday, but I decided not to play games, so I don't know if it's really holding me in as much as I want to. But it's not. But I'll keep going. I'll keep going. I think I'm realizing, and I'll probably have to give Elden Ring a go just one more time, like an honest effort. I think I'm realizing like I enjoy the action RPG style games that have Souls-like elements, but not a true Souls-like game. It's probably what I would think I'm learning I like. So the Jedi Fallen Order, Wukong is definitely one of them. Those two games I've really enjoyed, but they are basically action RPG games or adventure RPGs that have a Souls-like difficulty, See, that's my problem, burner account, is this may sound weird, and maybe some of you will get me. If a game is overly confusing and I'm lost like a lot, I get discouraged and I just don't want to play it anymore. Even if it requires me looking stuff up to even just advance normally in the game, and it doesn't like just take me where I need to go without like a ton of brain power, I'm over it. Like I'm done. Like I can't do it. I play video games as like an escape, not really I really have to think about this. Do you want to hit that horseman? Yes, I did. Well, actually, no, I didn't, because I didn't realize you could grab that AI helper or whatever, the guy that you could like pick someone to come help you. At first, I went in by myself, and then I died, and I was like, wow, this is hard, and I realized, I can literally bring the other person in. Absolutely, Fallen Order Survive. Those are good games. I love those games. And it's Star Wars, so like, I can't go wrong with Star Wars. Stoned AF to play Red Dead 2, nice. See, Red Dead, but like maybe it's just I'm a very particular gamer. And honestly, I need to open myself up a little bit more to more games, but if it requires too much thinking, which is why, Kermit, honestly, why I stopped at Lords of the Fallen, there's some points in the game where like I genuinely don't know where to go, and I don't get enough direction on where to go. I kind of want my hand held a little bit in some situations. I kind of enjoy games. Like, I am a big proponent of single player games that have the function of like, give me the direction path to go. My buddy constantly complains lack of exploring and visibility walls with Wukong. See, I like games that don't hold your hand. Well, see, I'm the opposite. I want it. I want them to be like, go here, fight this, enjoy the experience. That's why I honestly think I like Wukong. Turn the volume, get on your horse. It's true. The reveal is today. It just happened, buddy. You missed it. It happened at 8 o'clock. It's over an hour and 51 minutes late. So it looks like 9070 XT, $599, 9070, $550, and we'll see how it goes. No, I get that. Yeah, I know. I have to go into the umbral if I think I'm at a dead end. But I'm in like that area where it's like the like swamp kind of area, and I feel like there's a bajillion places to go. But I don't know. I'll get back into it. I'll keep playing. Will it be a 9060? I don't know. I would think so. It just depends what AMD's strategy is for this generation. I could definitely see a generation from AMD where they target maybe 3 GPUs and let 7000 series continue to manufacture, and then the 9060 is just what we have right now from 7000 series, but we'll see. We shall see what their direction is going to be. When you lead the horseman, just stay right. So like I turn around and I just stay right. I think that's kind of what I did. And now I'm at that point where I'm fighting. What am I even fighting? I don't remember what they look like anymore. I'm at that point I was telling you where like there's a split in the road where I can either go along the edge of a mountain and go into a cave, or I go left and basically I'm running in between a war of two people, like two types fighting each other, and then I end up fighting that Crimson Knight guy. That's where I am right now. That is currently where I'm at. When do you think places for older gens will go down? Because last few months price has been insane. As long as the availability of new stuff is going to be hard to get, older gen's going to be hard to get. It just is what it is. Left search found, right is progression. Where you talk to the weirdo. Okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm paying what you're putting down. Jonah's here with his Alienware so he can get his OLED. You finally caved, Jonah.
I caved, Matt. You know, it's so worth it.
See? He's an OLED boy now. That's why I tell people, I'm just saying this right now. If you have a somewhat higher end GPU, maybe it's not super high end. Let's say for my example, I have a 4070 Ti. 4070 series all the way up to probably like, let's say a 7800 XT or greater, and you're like, maybe I want to do a GPU upgrade, but GPUs are incredibly expensive. If you have not upgraded your monitor to an OLED, that honestly might be more of an upgrade for you than you upgrading your GPU. I'm just saying. Invest in a good monitor. Sometimes getting a really good monitor can be that much of a game-changing experience for the game experience you're having versus the actual GPU upgrade. Seriously, they're expensive, but they're getting more affordable. So I'm just saying, consider it. OLEDs have much prettier picture. No matter how much more FPS you get on your standard monitor, your FPS will go up, cool, you get smooth fluidity, but the actual colors, the way everything pops, the fluidity of OLED, all of that just looks amazing to where I would, if I had the decision between a 5090, like seriously, dead up, a 5090 high-end PC on like a standard IPS 1440p or even 4K, like LCD display, IPS, something like that, or a more mid-range system with an OLED, 100% OLED. There are games that just make OLEDs look amazing. Like, oh, I love it. That's what I'm saying. Like, Kermit, you just upgraded, so don't worry about it. But if you're on the fence, like if you're one of the people who's been like, I want to upgrade my GPU, but I can't right now, maybe look into a monitor. Because OLEDs are the cheapest you're going to find them now is at least $450, $400. No, they're expensive. That's what I'm saying, Lynn. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I wouldn't recommend it for somebody who has a budget system. But if you have a mid to high-end system already, I'm just saying. See, and also, but also I just want to say this here too. If you are somebody who feels like if you see something better, you'll never be able to go back, me, and you don't want to put yourself in that position, don't even think about buying an OLED because you're going to be spoiled forever. So, there you go. The Beast 1440p video. You know, that's what I'm saying. 1440p, you can get a good 1440p monitor, but it's nowhere near an OLED. Nope. But again, the price speaks for itself. The price, you're paying a premium. So, yeah, you should not be paying $1,000 for a 240Hz V8 panel monitor. You can get 1440p 240Hz displays for as cheap as $200. We have a video that we're still waiting for sponsor approval on, but there's a company that is currently selling a IPS 1440p 240Hz 1 millisecond response time monitor. It's 27 inches, looks pretty solid. It's $200. That's so cheap. In my opinion, yes, live free. Yes. Someone in chat could say that I'm wrong, but I would say yes. A 1440p OLED, in my opinion, is better than a 4K IPS. Yep. I would do it all day, every day. But to be fair, I am very anti 4K monitor. I don't think 4K monitors are worth it. I would not get a 4K monitor unless my setup was completely maxed out PC-wise. Like if I had 5090, 800X 3D, and then I'm like, what else? Sure, I'll get a 4K OLED. See, there you go. Dark Vader even says, not worth it at all, at least a Gen 2 away from being worth it. So, there you go. There you go. I'm not the only one here. I just don't think 4K is worth it. Yeah, the budget sector monitors are good. And that's, again, we focus on the budget sector. So don't, like, you know, me with my OLED over here, and Jonah now has an OLED because he just bought the one. The KTC one we did a video on. It's just night and day. And live free, if you want to see an example, we did a video, I think it's been about 2 months. The monitor that Jonah actually bought is just live free. Watch the video we did. We had the cheapest OLED monitor from KTC. Watch that video and just see if you can notice a difference that makes sense for you. You saw that video? There you go then. There you go. All right, guys, this has been an extendo stream, a 2-hour stream, but I appreciate you all for watching today. You've been great. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the AMD event. We are going to raid, and I use a Pixio monitor, by the way, at home. My OLED's a Pixio, so shout out Pixio. Jackson's back, yay.
My Graham called.
There you're good. All right. Jackson will be here while we do the raid. Thank y'all for watching.
We're gonna do what?
Thank y'all for watching. We're gonna raid somebody.
Who are we killing?
We're killing Jonah. Jonah's done.
We're killing the game. Chat.
All right, guys, we're gonna raid. I don't think there was a guide to raid, but if there was, let me know. We're gonna do the raid. Hopefully, you enjoyed the extendo stream.
I think we're killing the YouTube game. Am I right, chat?
Yo!
We're killing the YouTube game. We're going under. We're closing down. Woo! Thank you, Chaotic. Yeah, I was talking to my grandma. If anyone's looking for an old Chevy pickup truck, I will be helping them sell it. It's a 94, I guess it's a Silverado. I don't know if they called them that back then or not, but I think it's just a 1500. Or it might even be God, is this a Sierra? No. Well, anyways, it's kind of like a square body style. It's a V6. She's got a little over 200,000 miles on it. It's a Chevy step-side, so it has the recessed, I guess it'd be a C1500. It does have a little bit of rust, but its garage kept most of its life, and it has a brand new bed cover that's a hard cover. It's a really clean truck, honestly. It's like a gray. It is not manual, I don't believe. Oh, does it have a manual? I don't know. I have to check. It's very clean though. It's very clean. It's like a 2-owner, but I'll be selling that for like $5K for him. So if anyone's interested, it'll be on Facebook Marketplace. But all right, guys, we're rating Salty Savage. We hope you guys enjoyed today's stream.